goes down in the DM. It go down. It go down in the DM. It go down. It go down.
What's good? What's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. What's good with you?
It's all good, brother. It's all good. Hey,
It's all
everyone.
good.
Yes, let me go. Let me cam up. Let me cam up. What's good? Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Friday. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Those of y'all in the bushes, come on out.
Come on out.
It's good to see everyone. Welcome, Kevin, my attorney. Welcome, Jacob. Welcome, Steady Grinding.
Steady
Salute
grinding.
to
What's
all.
up with you, bro?
Okay. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It has been a long day. Yes.
Very, very.
I went live twice. This is my third live today, y'all. This is my third.
I thought you went live just once.
No, I went live 3. This is my third time. Just Jay in the building.
What's up, Just Jay?
In the building. Evening.
What's up with it, bro? Jimbo 22, my bro. What's happening?
You know it's gonna get popping when Just Jay up in here. Lord have mercy. She was
and with that, watching the Mavs game, they're gonna lose.
Who? Oh Lord.
The Mavs.
Oh, that's right, y'all Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta light something. I gotta light some. I had to light my candle.
Light your candle. What kind of candle is that?
This is lavender and eucalyptus. So lavender, sandalwood, eucalyptus, and cinnamon leaf. Gotta set the mood. That part. But yes, I went live.
You went live on Instagram.
Yep. Right. And then I went live. I came back and went live on YouTube. This is my third live today.
Man, what up with it, fam? Yo, pour your drink up, bro, because it's about to get spicy here in a few minutes.
Okay, how's everybody doing for this Friday? What's everybody doing? It's happy hour somewhere. Hopefully you have a libation. Alcoholic or non-alcoholic, we do not judge. This is a judge-free zone. But hopefully, salute to everyone in the chat.
Salute to everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming out. Support me and my sis.
Yes.
What y'all drinking on? If you're drinking on anything, I want to know.
I want to know.
I want to know. I want to know a lot of things, but that's just that one thing that I would like to know. Right. What's up, Tamika? The beautiful Tamika is in his house.
Hey, Tamika, love. Hey.
Tell Drake.
Dang it. Didn't I turn Nightbot off? I could have sworn I turned Nightbot off. I swear for God, Nightbot coming here, I'm going to have a fit.
Nightbot is...
Nightbot be going ham. Look, okay, I'm just going to say this. I turned Nightbot off. I thought I did, but Nightbot running on his own accord. So be very cautious with your emojis because Nightbot was chasing Denise last week.
Oh man, it was
Nightbot was on Denise behind strong.
Yeah. I'm like, man, Denise is. Woo.
Okay, I thought Nightbot was in love with Denise the way he was on Denise.
Man, for real. But man, I was like, ooh, Kevin, I'm gonna stay on topic, brother. Even I got a little bit of something. But
at me because I told him I was gonna be drinking. He said, I told him I was like, look, I need you to, make sure I don't say nothing out of pocket. He's like, okay. I was like,
I
I'm
got
not
you.
hurry, and I got something to eat just in case, so I will not.
I was
No
just gonna
problem.
say you got something to snack on just
I
in
have
case.
some honey roasted pistachios. So yes,
Just in case you don't,
I came prepared. So I will be hopefully ending the live early talking about I can't I can't see. I can't see.
I ain't gonna rag. I'm not gonna rag on you too much on that because, man, at the time I was worried about you, but ooh wee.
Okay.
Hey y'all, I'll tell the story again. Okay, we got
And I'm
time.
gonna admit something. I got something to admit after you tell the story. So just tell the story.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, you tell the story, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna
All right, and then you're gonna admit afterwards. Okay,
yeah,
well,
I understand. Why you lying? Why you lying?
oh, okay. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. I told this story a little bit last week, but during our early stages of making these lives and so forth, so on, we were having fun. We were drinking. I forget what he was drinking on that night.
It was a tequila lavender something.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And so we were having a conversation, so forth, so on, and sooner or later, I was like, I was talking to myself. I was talking to myself, and I was like, man, there's something not right here. So we went to a commercial, to promote the commission artwork team. Shout out to TCAT
Tic-tac,
Row. And so
roll.
in the back chat, she, E told me, she's like, hey, I'm not feeling too well. No. She said, I can't see. I think I'm
Yes.
having some problems or whatever. I'm gonna have to end the live. Are you cool with that? I'm like, yeah. I said, you okay? And she said, yeah. So we ended up ending the live. And unbeknownst to everybody else, it probably seemed like it was normal and everything was fine, but it really wasn't. Because I mean, it was more so like we kind of ended abruptly on our end. Now on you guys' end, it probably, So we ended the live and we were still steady checking. She was saying, I'm not feeling good. I can't see. I'll just talk to you tomorrow. And that was it, you know? And I'm like,
Mhm.
what in the world is going on? So, but go ahead. The floor is yours.
So I was not telling a fib. I was not telling a fib. I was drinking on a lavender tequila drink that I made. I called it the purple something. I
Okay,
made
time out. When did your husband say you're not telling everything? When did he
I
say you
promised that.
did?
So,
Okay.
I, so I wasn't lying about that. The omission is that uh, hubby brought me back a
Um,
something from the cannabis club.
uh,
He brought me back this they have these straws.
edibles.
It's a straw though that you use to drink, but it has something in the straw casing. So the straw was this big. I hope y'all can see that. This big, right? I cut it and I put only that much in my drink and I was sipping.
Oh,
And
I can't.
I
Oh,
put that much of a straw. And it was great. It was it tasted so good.
it was a great edible straw.
That Mickey Ficky hit me so hard, so fast. And
E,
I couldn't see. I ain't lying when I said I couldn't see. I couldn't see. I could not see.
Woo!
And I was trying to hold it together. But I swear for God, it was this big, y'all. I swear for God, it wasn't big at all. It wasn't big at all. It was this much of a straw. So I thought, nothing, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. Dang.
Oh,
And when it hit, it just, I was cool. Like, I even texted my husband, I was like, I'm feeling cool. Like,
you said
after
cool?
the show, I would be like, after the show, I'm feeling cool. No, then all of a sudden, like, when you start seeing, like, he was like, sis, yeah, it just came over us, sister. And I did not, I was like, I was not prepared.
Woo!
Because this is not a normal, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta have a conversation with hubby.
He's like, you didn't tell the whole truth.
Oh, he was listening. He heard you. He heard you tell this. He
And
heard you
he's
tell.
like, because he took a picture of me. He was like, oh, babe. He came in, he was like, I told him, he was like, abort. Abort. I was like, I know.
Man, your ass
In
was
avatars. We were still in Avatar land. We were still popping up with the Avatar.
We were still in
Mhm.
Avatar land. That's what, man. Nightbot still hating. You sure you turned off Nightbot?
I turned him off, but these emojis. Yep, he's finna come. Tamika, you his new boo. You Nightbot's new boo. Because he gonna get off
Man,
the emojis. She said your tolerance is way stronger than mine. You go, man. It really wasn't. It
you're
really
not.
wasn't. I wasn't ready.
Let me. Okay.
I wasn't ready.
Wait,
I wasn't ready.
sis, you were fucked up.
You have no idea. This little bitty, just a little piece of the straw that I was sipping on my drink with the straw. And I was like, at first I was feeling like cool. I was like, ooh. I text my husband, I was like, I'm chill, I'm cool.
Steady Grinding said you want him to block Nightbot.
Yes, Black
Yes,
Knight.
block that fool.
Because I took him off. I don't know why he's still up messing with people. Block Nightbot. Yes. Please.
Boy, you've been
That's the whole story.
you've been
That's
holding out information for.
I didn't hold that out. I was like, I can't tell, brother. He gonna be like, no, you didn't.
Man, boy, I, you can't. I have nothing to say.
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was like, that can never happen again. So no, I
Holding out.
don't touch the straws no more.
So you don't.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Wow,
No, sir. No, sir.
man, you can't. Y'all,
It tasted like grape Kool-Aid too. It tasted like grape Kool-Aid.
with the
Yes,
lavender stuff that you had, or just the
yes.
stuff?
Just sipping it through the straw, you could taste it tastes like grape Kool-Aid.
Wow.
So I thought nothing of it. And it was this big. It wasn't nothing. I thought never do it again.
Hey, salute to hubby. Salute to hubby.
Okay.
For keeping it real and looking out, because man, I was like,
I know he was like, "Are you okay?"
man, I was.
And back in, he was like, "Sis, you all right?" And I'm like trying to hurry up and get off. I'm like, "Yeah, I just can't see," which I couldn't. I could not see. I could not see. That I was not telling him. I could not see. I
With
went
that,
straight to bed.
I'm reloading with that one. Yeah. I reloaded with that one.
Okay.
Anyways, if y'all are listening, drink responsible.
Yes.
Drink responsible, and if you can't handle your liquor, have someone drive you home or someone next to you.
And if you can't handle cannabis,
If you
don't do
can't
it.
handle
Don't
the
do
weed,
Don't do it.
don't do it.
Them straws is deadly.
Great Kool-Aid.
Yes.
I say.
And I'm not a regular. I am, I'm not a regular at all. So I was like, okay. Yeah. Okay. But we gonna get into it. How y'all like? I tried to match my my backdrop. How do with the hair, brother?
I think the hair looks like the backdrop. You look like the
Not
backdrop.
super long, but yeah.
It looks great. It really does.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to T-Cap. Shout out to you and your hair.
Like it.
Our avatars are fire. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot to say this. Everybody in the chat, welcome to the best, very best. You are looking at the very best duo, YouTube duo on YouTube, on social media. Cheers to that. I have to drink.
We just want to have fun, y'all. Can we have fun?
Make love, not war.
Make
love, man. Make love.
Not war.
Not war.
Okay.
Peace.
You know what? Y'all know what this topic is, right?
Somebody in chat, y'all know what the topic is. Y'all do know what the topic is, right?
Y'all know what the topic is, right? I hope y'all know what the topic is. If y'all
Roy
know
Lee, speaking of Roy Lee, salute.
Roy Lee in the building. Salute.
Salute, bruh.
How you doing? How was your birthday? How was your birthday? You had drinks on us.
Drinks on us.
Yes.
Salute to you, bro. Again, happy birthday, even though we told you that last week, but happy birthday. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
All you ghost watchers, man, y'all hit the like button. All you ghost watchers, hit the subscribe button to my sis. Hit the subscribe button to SBK. So, yeah, I hope y'all ready to have some fun, man.
You know what it is.
You know what it is.
We talking about this man woman thing. That's right. There it go, right there.
What the?
That looked like the woo wop versus the eggplant, from what I remember. Yes, the woo wop. I'm gonna call it the woo wop. The strawberry versus the eggplant. Said thanks and much appreciated. It was a good one, no complaints. That's what I'm talking about.
Blessings to you, brother.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Good. We want to talk about these
T-Cat.
T-Cat in the building.
Salute.
Salute.
What you drinking on? You drinking on water? I got water too.
Water.
I got water too.
I
gotta have water on deck.
Okay. Steady grinding. Hopefully you're gonna participate too.
We know steady grinding. Salute.
I want to know about all this sliding in the DMs. I can't say the word. So we're gonna say eggplants. Sliding in folks' DMs with the eggplants. And the lady sliding in the DMs with the, the cherries and the strawberries. Tokens of trust. There we go. Tokens of trust. What's with the tokens of trust, y'all?
but here's my thing. Let's go back. I have a question.
Sis,
before we jump up into this, what made you? I know you and I we talk about the shows and stuff. All right. What made you have questions about this? Because this is a topic right here that you hear it very often. You hear it very often on YouTube, in these YouTube streets. You hear it often in social media. You also hear it often in, in Hollywood. Okay. So spiked your interest to like, look, man, I want to know. Because just like you said last week, man, I want to know why. So what spiked your interest? Was it a reoccurring issue? Me personally, I want to know people's mindset. I want to know people's mindset. I want to know what the ladies feel about that. I want to know what the men feel about it. So go ahead. The floor is yours.
Salute to you, the ultimate showgirl.
Salute the ultimate showgirl. Welcome.
Welcome. What piqued my interest? It is celebrity, right? Celebrities having these down in the DM moments, but also out here in these YouTube streets. These eggplants being,
just thrown,
just slid in the DMs, slid in the cell phones, these tokens of trust. I'm like, how do we get here to where, I live in Cali, you live in Texas. We have never met personally, right?
Correct.
And if I was attracted to you, you know what I'm saying? At what point do we get to the point of, let me send him some cherry picks? Let me show him my strawberry. You know what I'm saying? Because, I think he cute. He working with something. At what point in our conversation, we've never met, do I feel comfortable sending strawberries and cherries? And at what point do you feel comfortable sending me an eggplant?
Here's the thing. I totally agree with your question and your inquiry about that, right? Because here's the thing. I told you this on the back end. I first actually, okay, let me back up. I was totally against social media. Okay. Everybody had Facebook, and I said to myself, I was not going to get Facebook, right? Okay. So back in 2014, a friend of mine told me, hey, you need to come out of your shell and get social media. I was like, no, I'm not going to get no social media. Well, go to Instagram. Okay. Go to Instagram. Instagram is more so pictures. You know what I mean? Even back then, my friend Jessica, shout out Jessica. She that came through in the chat before. Shout out Jessica. She said, you come out on Instagram, right? So I made a page on Instagram back in 2014. Still have it, all right? So during that time, I had a lot of I didn't understand the ins and outs, sis, about direct messages. I didn't even know what a DM meant, okay, or direct message or I didn't know anything. You know what I mean? I was just posting my stuff or whatnot. Well, one day I just got a random message or whatever, and I'm like, oh, what is this? And and it was a guy on a DM in my DM, and at the time I did not have my page on private. It was
public.
Right. I didn't understand. I didn't understand the ins and outs of,
Right.
So it was a guy that was like, hi, how you doing? You could tell the guy, looking back on it now, the guy was not American. Okay. He was not American. So I'm like, okay, do I know you? Whatever. So all of a sudden, he just sends me a random, not a eggplant. He just sends me a picture. I'm like, this is weird. This is very weird. You know what I mean? So at the time, I called my friend. I'm like, Jess, I told her what was going on. She said, you need to put your stuff on private. Okay. I said, how do you do that? She walked me through it. But she told me, look, you're gonna get some weirdos who will send you stuff like that. And you might want to be careful. You might want to you might want to be careful. You know what I'm saying? So I've been very leery about DMs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? As far as people taking DMs from people that I don't know. But to have someone like you were referring to, have someone just off top just send you a picture without just unsolicited. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't understand the logic behind a man just doing it just on GP without any type of conversation. You don't know the person and you just bam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
see somebody, you think they cute, and you DM them and you just sing them. So I understand who said, I think it was Denise. Denise said no face, no case, right? That was last week. She said no face, no case. So if you just sending the eggplant, but you ain't sending no upper, where they can see you, then I guess none the wiser.
Right.
But I'm like, how we get there? And I think Roy Lee was saying, once the sexting starts. So once the sexting starts, the sexting back and forth, Roy, you saying that's when y'all get comfortable with sending, these eggplants and these cherries and strawberries. That's what you're saying.
Well, but he's got a point, because going back to what you were talking about, if you don't know someone, and all of a sudden you just start, sending out stuff, that's kind of, but I can understand if you are talking to someone for a period of time, and all of a sudden, you start getting into the sexual stuff. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden you you guys describe each other. You describe yourself to that person. That person describes themselves to you. Then all of a sudden you start,
That's like what Tamika said. These tokens of trust should mean you trust that person enough to send a token of trust.
Right.
But me, Tamika, I ain't sending no tokens of trust. I ain't doing it.
Okay, let me ask you something, sis. You don't have to answer this.
Go ahead. Let's go.
All right. Well, during your time on social media, whether it's Facebook or whatnot, have you ever had just a to your surprise, a direct message with some weird stuff, like token of trust?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
It was on Facebook, believe it or not.
Was it someone you knew?
It was.
Can you explain?
And I was like, bruh, I'm married, right? It clearly says it on my damn page, bruh. No. It was somebody that I knew from back in the day, when we were in high school. And I don't know if he owned something or something, because you have to be on something. You just sending out, pics. And what he was working with wasn't. That's all right. Do you just it? I'm like, yeah.
Did you tell him that?
No, I'm not gonna break his spirit like that. I ain't
shit. I mean, hell, if you broke his spirit, so what? Hey, you didn't ask for that.
But I'm like, why?
So did he just on GP just sent it, or how did it?
He sent it. He sent me a request, right? Because you have to request to connect.
Right.
And I accepted because, I knew him, and I was looking at his page and made sure that, there were people that I knew, we knew each other,
Right. Right.
familiar people.
Right.
So I accepted the connection.
Right. Right. Right.
He didn't send it automatically, but he sent it like, I want to say a week or so later, after he was like, he was going through my pictures, liking my pictures, which I didn't understand because my pictures on on my Facebook, I have a lot of pictures with the hubby. So I'm like, you already know what it is, right?
Right. Right.
That
You should.
you should. And what you showed me was nothing for me to, even think about considering leaving. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of like reached out to me and was like, hey, you just look, you still look the same. You look beautiful. I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. And he was like, maybe sometime we can, I can take you out for lunch. I'm like, yeah, thank you, but no, thank you. I'm good. And it was one night, and he sent like this pic, and it was late night. So I'm thinking, maybe I'm thinking, in my opinion, maybe he was smoking, drinking. I don't know, but it was out the blue. It was out the blue, and he sent, a picture, and I was like, did you mean to send this to me?
So you've given him the benefit of doubt whether he
Yeah, I
sent
was
it to
like,
the person.
and I was like, did you mean to send this to me? You know what I'm saying? Was this I'm trying to give you an out, bro. He didn't respond. He didn't respond. So I'm hoping that maybe it was accident, but yeah, that's how I preface it. I was like, did you mean to send this to me? Bruh. It was you, Liddy, and it didn't, you pressed the wrong dang send. So I was like, it wasn't nothing spectacular.
Well,
So
can I ask another question, sis?
mhm,
Oh, well, here, well,
mhm. No, no,
but let me ask you this, sis. What
it
if it
did.
did? What if it did? You would say so?
No, no. At that point, I'm married. Now,
Right.
prior to single E would have said something. You know what I'm saying? Single E would have said something. If it looked, if it looked, up to par, I'd be like, congratulations. You working with something good, you working with something great. Congratulations to that. You know what I'm saying? Not that I wanted to see it. I didn't ask for it, but congratulations.
Well, did he at least apologize and say, "Look, I'm my bad"?
No, he didn't say nothing. So I think he did not mean to send that to me. You know what I'm saying? Or he didn't expect that response from me because I was like, "Did you send this on accident?" I'm trying to give you an out, bro.
You trying to give him out, bro?
I'm
Just,
trying to give you an out. Yeah,
just sending
yeah.
them to the
Sending
women
them to random women.
to get her attention. That's my thing.
That's desperate. Yeah.
It's sending a picture to someone that you actually know and y'all have chemistry or y'all
Mm-hmm.
have a rapport. You know what I mean? That's different. But
Thank you.
I done heard uh, different stories from women. They're like, man, this dude just like you said, this dude just sent me,
Right.
his dinger, you know what I mean? And he just, on GP. And I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? So me as a man, I'm like, man, what 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 is in the mindset state of a guy to just send it out without being asked? You know what I mean? It'd be one, if the lady's like, hey, what you working with? You know what I'm saying? And you just, whip it good. Do, 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 do.
If you working with something special, but I've heard rumors of people like it got knots on it, it's
Oh,
uncircumcised. You know what I'm saying? And what? what we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? I don't understand that. If you working with something, that looks decent, that looks good, that looks appealing. And I can see, because men, you guys are not, shy when it comes to your bodies. If you have a bomb body, or even if you don't, I've yet to, in my realize a shy man. They'll drop their draws for nothing. You see the turtle that's right. Yes. Don't send me no mess like that.
I want to tell you, I was going to tell you this story last week, and I wanted to say it. My office manager, she shout out to her. She's listening in the bushes. I'm not going to give your name, sweetheart. But I told her I was going to tell this story. And she was like, cool. I was getting ready to go home, right? And I walk in, and my office manager and my other manager they were laughing. You know what I mean? They were just, you could tell that they were laughing. And I walked up there, was like, I'm like, what's going on? And so they just went ahead and told me. So one of the young ladies that worked for me, her dad came up to visit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, come to find out, the dad was trying to talk to my office manager, right? So, and I don't know if it was recent but I guess it was recent, you know what I mean? So they were texting each other or talking or whatnot. And so all of a sudden, she was telling me, she's telling me, SBK, he just sent me an eggplant picture. I said, really? She said, yeah. And then my other manager, my office manager showed it to my other manager, right? And so my other manager was like, yeah, he's just posing or whatever, and he ain't working with nothing. He ain't working. He had the audacity to send something like that, and I just lost it.
He the itty bitty committee, and he was just
was saying he was in the itty bitty committee. You know what I mean? And so I would, my thing is, I'm like, damn, he got some confidence, he got some confidence to. She said, yeah, he was just standing there like he's, you know what I mean? And he's coming up short. So with that being said, I guess, if a man is going to have the guts and have the gall to do that, then I hope you are confident in yourself to do it. What is T. Kevin?
It was playing turtle. But do you think this person that you said just, out like this, showing it for the world, is it what Roy Lee said? Are they that desperate to where they want any attention, whether it be good, bad? They just want attention?
Well, let's go back to this guy here that we're talking about. I think that he wanted validation. I think just like Roy Lee is talking about, I think he wanted this, and I'm not trying to talk about the gentleman. I know him personally, you know what I mean? But he when you have someone like that that's lacking confidence and wanting to seek attention, he's needing validation. You know what I'm saying? What is
right.
The biggest
thing? He was big in his head. Pause. He was big in his head. Yes, he was.
And it's just you've got to have an ace in the hole.
Okay. You got to have one.
But when that fails down there, gentlemen, if you're coming up short for her, then you got to realize that it's more to it than what you got in your pants there, bro.
Right.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
It's also like there was a gentleman last week and he jumped in the chat. Remember? He's like, 5 inches. Is that enough? I'm like,
and that's my thing. You got guys like that just pop up in the chat or just pop up and just talk about that. You know what I mean? And once again, my thinking is what is in a man's mindset to just on GP do that? You know what I mean? Some men have it all.
Right. So when you were younger, how about when you were younger? Were you that confident to where you would do something like that? If that was the time frame, if you were in this time frame, but past you, would you be out here sending eggplants off, knowing what you know?
When I was younger, I mean, it just depends. If we had social media back then,
Mm-hmm.
we had social media back then, and if I was talking to someone,
I've seen your pictures back in the day, and you was posting now. So would you be one of these eggplant senders?
I wouldn't be a random eggplant sender. I would
Okay.
say I wouldn't be one of these guys that just whip it out.
Okay.
No, I would do that. I would have to. I would. But I did, but never to exactly. That's what I was about to say, Roy Lee.
Okay.
So to answer your question, sis, I would, but not to random people. It would be someone like I talked about. I would have to build a rapport with. It had to be okay. I'm a very picky person back then, and now I'm a very picky person. I talk to you behind the scenes. I'm a very picky person when it comes to talking to females. You know what I mean? And so because of that, I'm not just going to, I'm not just go whip him out. You know what I mean? Just to be for the sake of whipping him out. You know what I mean? You got to stimulate my mind, and when you stimulate my mind, then the other things will stimulate. You know, so that's my mindset. My mindset was always like that back then as well. You know what I mean? I'm honest with you. Anybody that's there's people that follow me, ghost watching me right now. They'll tell you how I was back then. So
y'all hit that like button for us. We appreciate it.
Wouldn't whip it out if you was dating the female. Yeah, I'm saying if I was dating you and we built that rapport, yeah.
It's a couple like my brother.
Yeah, I think what I gonna do.
One of my brothers, he's very like. I think if he was younger, not married today, with all this social media, one of my brothers, hell yeah, because he used to walk around the house butt ass naked, bucket naked. He had no problem walking around bucket naked.
You do it on purpose?
On fucking purpose. Okay. He had no problem with it. So one of my brothers, absolutely. Absolutely. He was an exhibitionist. Yes.
He was, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
We'll get into that expedition.
Exhibitionist. He's an exhibitionist for sure.
Yeah. So he did that on purpose.
Hell yeah. My brother was, man, I was like, you gonna get out my goddamn rude Negro. He just he thought he was God's gift to women. You know what I'm saying? So he just be, he didn't care. He didn't care. You know? He be walking around just naked.
Well, I mean,
he been like that since a kid.
I have a soon to be 16-year-old. Before she came to live with me, I was, it was just me in this big old house. So I was an exhibitionist.
Single, not married, no kids.
I'll let it all hang out. You know what I mean?
Hang out. This is mine. I paid the bills.
I'll pay the bill.
Exactly. But I. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
But just sending it to somebody just bloop. I'm gonna send it in a text. I'm gonna put it in the DM. Nah, cause me, I'm like, for me, it's like that stuff is forever, especially
Right.
to me. So it's like you give somebody, leverage over you, right?
Right.
And I don't. That's what I am so confused that it's such the norm
It's the norm.
to where, but it's leverage over people.
Right.
You see it so many times with celebrities.
It can,
Somebody comes out that they used to mess with a long time ago, but then they get some money and now they like trying to extort them. Oh, I got these pictures of you. I got this video of you. Remember
right.
when you did this?
People got to be really careful. And the thing, if you're men and women, if you're gonna do that, I'm not knocking anybody who does it. You know what I'm saying? But do you trust that person to the point to where you feel like that in the near future, if y'all are not getting along and y'all are not seeing eye to eye and y'all are on bad terms, you think that this person is going to go ahead and put you out there? You know what I mean? Jimbo, I'm speaking, bro. I'm trying to tell him, bro. I'm trying. I'm preaching.
Jimbo, is that a little puppy in your picture?
Yep.
That
Yep.
puppy is so cute.
Hey, Jimbo, we need to take our cars to the car show, bro.
What do you got?
He got a damn I can't think. Corvette.
Oh, you got my Chevy. That's my last muscle car.
That dude there,
American Muscle.
that SOB is clean.
That's my last muscle car.
And it's the same color. You seen mine? It's the same color as mine.
The smoke gray, the gray and red.
Yeah, see, 2022.
Oh yeah.
I got mine in 2021, and he got his in 2022.
Okay, I see you. I see you.
So,
what Tamika said, that's why discernment is key.
I agree, Tamika. I agree.
I agree too. And then Roy said, what did he say? I done been catfished before, so I have no issues if she want to see it before a date. If we've been okay. So the cat. Okay, that. So you want to, but you don't know that that's that person, right? She can send you anybody's stuff.
If you haven't met her, you mean, sis?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I got you.
Well, you can still be sending somebody else's cherries and strawberries to get you to the meetup.
To answer his he said the longer the distance, we got a FaceTime or something before I wasted my time. So
okay.
Mastered angles. True. Preach. Master angles so well that pictures can be very misleading. Exactly.
For. And this work that they got, boy.
Man.
Jimbo. These cosmetic surgeons, they need some awards. Some of the stuff they be putting out here.
No eggplants in the DM. You gotta see this eggplant in 4K.
Woo! I see raw eggplant. That's what I'm used to. We have to see it in person. Where do we get to? I want to meet before I'm doing anything. I want to meet.
I'm with you on that because this catfishing thing is real, man.
You just said they catfishing eggplants now. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if that's that man eggplant. That's it. Anybody eggplant.
For real. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
And seeing women hide 30 pounds on the other side of the door. For real, man.
How?
How do they hide it?
It's a lot to hide.
It can be hid, sis.
You gotta check the net.
Next can be deceived.
The full face, the neck. We have to go back to that woman's picture that who got mad because the man paid, but he paid upset when he got catfish. She looked all of what she weighed. Okay.
Oh my God.
The ones that be all up in the picture like this, they be all up. All you see is the face here up, and it look.
You see it? Yeah.
Look at that. Anytime you got those, come on now, come on. It's self evident. It's self evident. You ain't got no pictures from here up or further down. Everything all up in the camera. You already know.
You already know. Or you should question it.
If you don't, I'm schooling y'all tonight. I'm schooling y'all tonight.
I will say this here, y'all.
I was once a biggie. I was once a big girl. I know the tricks too. I know the tricks now.
I will say this here, y'all. I can only speak for myself. I am not going to, my pictures are me. My Instagram is me. I look like myself. I'm not afraid to smile. I'm not afraid to show all of my. I'm not afraid to do any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So all of you Mickey Fickies out there that are looking at us right now, I am a real person. I am real. I am live and direct.
Okay.
You see that?
Them angles be, like Jimbo said, they got them PhDs in them angles, mastering them angles now.
He's right. You know what I mean? Jimbo, Roy Lee, y'all preaching, bro. You know what I mean?
Angles, angle. The sync pick is one of the easiest. The sync pick is that when they on the sync, they booty cheeks, and you just okay, flat.
Roy Lee, you crazy as hell, boy.
Woo! Until she got her BBL. So now she got to do that.
You make me look like I mean, it's just addition. You make me look.
Okay. She enhances.
Tamika, thank you. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. But shout out to all the ladies and all the men that are they have that special type of confidence to where they like, I don't give a damn what you think. It is take me as I am or don't take me at all. You know what I mean? But all you catfishers out there, just like that catfish lady that you showed, when was that? Last week? Or
yeah.
No, was it last week before last?
It was last week. Last week? We talked about it last week. Yep.
That's crazy.
But she just need to put on some makeup. He knew what he saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, this right here, full face. He knew what. He knew what.
But here's the thing. Here's my question to all you ladies out there. We'll get to you guys in a minute, right?
What you got to say about the lady?
Ladies.
Wait, T-Cat said now, T-Cat, what did she say the last time we talked? T-Cat said she ain't got no problem at flipping it up for the beads.
At Mardi Gras for beads. That's what T-Cat said. I guess that, but in the NO, that's common, you know what I mean, during that time. So I mean, I ain't studying that. Hold on. Cheers. But here's my question to you ladies. All right. T-Cat, Tamika, the ultimate showgirl, if you're still watching. I'm missing any more ladies that's in the bushes. Just Jay with your crazy ass, if you're watching in the bushes. Let me ask you ladies this. Do you want to see it? would you ask to see it? Let's keep it real. Why would you want to see it if you did? I want to know. You pulling up your chair like you sitting up there in your seat on this. I just want to know. Do you guys want to see it? Do you ask for it? This is a no judgment zone. I really want to know. You know what I mean? Because some women, like the young lady that I was talking about, my office manager. I believe if the brother was working with something, she would say so. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Both of them, they would be like, ooh, you know what I mean? But if someone, okay, let me put it to you this way, ladies. If you built a rapport with a man, okay, you know the man, you're friends, okay, y'all start talking, you know what I mean, y'all are intimate, okay, then all of a sudden he just, bam, you know what I mean, he just, what do you think about that? I just want to know. Would you be mad? Would you be surprised? Would you be like, oh, isn't it? You know what I mean? Would that do something? Would that cause your juices to start boiling inside of you?
If you single, it depends on what it look like. I'm saying that single, you know.
Right.
What it look like.
Rose says, she said, if you have the extra skin, that means.
That extra skin. Hey, that's a hygiene thing. I understand where she's coming from. That's a hygiene thing. Come on now.
Sorry, you uncircumcised brothers. I'm sorry. I don't have any.
Keep it clean. If I'm talking steady to him, yes. Just so we don't waste each other's time.
Elaborate. Tamika, elaborate, ma'am.
I like that. Oh, here comes Just Jay. Hold on.
If we've been talking, yes, I want to see if he have any bum
or a turtleneck.
Oh man, T-Cat, y'all look crazy, man.
I'm wondering if he had it. Yeah. That's a
oh my god, and T-Cat.
That's a story.
Is ugly. Oh my god.
I have ran.
Oh my god. My emotional, mental, and physical has to be in alignment.
There you go. I mean, it's different. I think if you got to know the person, you know what I'm saying? If you've been talking to that person for any length of time, you've gotten to know that person, y'all vibing, I think it would be different. You know what I'm saying? But if he just, if he leading with the woo wop, and that's what it looked like. You gotta, you gotta be very confident to get what you might get. Cause someone might what did TK say? I'm running. Okay. So, you lead with that. If that's your lead, that's what you leading with, bro. You might get that run.
Just Jay is a fool, boy.
Dang it. What'd she say?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was you. Okay. And I like a man to shade. There you go. No taco meat.
No taco meat. Shave on the chest too. If you got
no taco.
Shave on chest. No hooks either. What the hell is hooks? I don't understand. Oh. I'm sorry. T-Cat, you don't like no curvatures? You don't like no curvatures? Curvatures? Those curvatures, they sometimes those curvatures can,
hit different.
Hit different. You don't like no curvatures? Curvatures? Roy Lee, it's been some men lives ruined by just sending them out to women they never once saw. Whoever they sent them to will use it to extort them financially, or else they put it out to the public. Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Exactly. Yes.
In my head.
I think men.
That's that Taurus vibe.
Right. I think men and women got to understand. If you're gonna do that, man, you got to sex responsible.
Okay. DR, welcome to the chat.
What's up, DR? Oh, that's my sis. What's going on, sweetheart?
Hey.
What's going on?
Okay. Wait, what did T-Cat say? Yes, I love shave. She loves shaved dingleberries.
Oh my God. Doesn't bother me if the hits that spot. Yep, it's got that curvature. Just shave. No SBK. Just okay. Gotcha.
Shave them dingleberries.
See them dingleberries.
She want them shade.
Bother me if boy, y'all crazy. Tokens of trust.
Tokens of trust. Tokens of trust.
What the hell?
I'm just saying.
Y'all are crazy as hell, man.
Okay. Just a strand of their hair will ruin my porterhouse. So a hairy kitty is no bueno. No bueno. You ain't going for it. You don't like the hairy.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, DR. We just having fun tonight. Hopefully you got a little something to drink. We just having fun.
We just having fun, Queen. We just having fun. What Jimbo said that intimate seizures. For real, Jimbo. For real.
That girth. He said the girth. You should put a F on it, not a
Jimbo, bro.
Girth.
Oh my God. But hey, so all of you, Just Jay, my bro Jimbo, y'all talk about hairy, you know what? So
strawberries, hairy strawberries.
Hairy strawberries.
Denise in the house. Hey.
Denise.
Hey. And you know she can change that avatar. Look at her.
Lord have mercy. She beautiful Denise.
Tamika and Denise over here, they be coming with the different avatars all the time. I ain't mad at y'all.
We got some beautiful ladies. Beautiful ladies. You guys are beautiful.
Handsome men. Okay.
I love having you guys in here with y'all's perspective. But back to what I was talking about.
Yes, go ahead.
So Just Jay, brother Jimbo. So you guys are no bueno with the hair. So you guys wouldn't have got along in the 1960s, 1970s porn era.
Okay.
Or the 1960s, 1970s.
A bird in the hand means two in the bushes.
Yeah, Tamika's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful.
Very.
I follow her on IG as well. Very beautiful. All of you guys. James
Henny. So they want bald eagles. Bald eagles in the building.
You stupid.
and bald dingleberries in the building. That's what we talking about.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you just entered in the chat, we are talking about just what the title is talking about. Does it really go down in the DM? Do you want it to go down in the DM? That's the question. That's the question that's the $1 million question. Do you want it to go down in the DM?
And if it goes down in a DM, do you really? At what point does it uh take place outside of the DM, or do you just keep it in the DM? Is it just sexting all the time? You know what I'm saying? Or is it wait, what did we say? What about a landing patch? Yeah, that used to be back in the day, a little landing patch on the top, little nice little cut on the top. They
I'm
don't
gonna
like
be.
that no
I'm
more.
gonna
They
be
want eagle, bald eagle.
sis, can I be honest with about the landing patch?
Go ahead. Wait, chia pet. There you go. The chia pet.
Not the Geo pet.
That's what they say. The bush. Chia pet.
I don't see nothing wrong with the landing strip.
All right, now you want the landing strip. You like a little landing strip. Okay, okay.
That's nothing.
All right. I'm coming in.
God. Oh my God.
Light it up. Light it up. Okay.
Mine is too, just Dave. Mine is private too.
He said my auntie gave me a 70s porn and my ex got turned off. It was all kind of hair everywhere. Huh?
Hair everywhere, bro.
Just
Everywhere.
bushy.
She said that patch is some foolishness. Wax that.
Okay. That's a bull.
The creator put hair down there.
For what? I don't know.
For a reason.
What's the reason?
I don't know. You gotta ask the creator.
Because if it's hot, unless you fresh out the shower, that ain't cool. That ain't cool at all.
That 74 music is wild as hell. It's got guitar, just a guitar.
Hair on your chest, hair on your back. No. It just ain't right.
Like no sporting, no beaver. Lord have mercy.
She said no beaver. She want the bald eagle.
So are we? So ladies, are we? You guys in the chat, you guys don't. So the man has to be bald too down yonder.
So Judge Jay said only the dingleberries.
Only, yeah. I remember she said
now,
just.
Said, I think she wanted it all. Yeah, bald. Denise, what you say? Bald. Tamika, what you say? Nope.
Oh, so Tamika's with the no, she don't have Tamika. You don't have a problem with the hair. So, T-Cat, you
have you? No, I keep the hair.
Salute.
Okay.
Moonless Lamb. She said.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, T-Cat wants it bald. You want a little boy bald."
The music starts moving fast with each pump. She's still talking about the 70s porn. Oh my God, the corn.
Oh my God, I need the bald.
Okay. I need a bald eagle.
Okay. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. So, as long as you
what's the wildest thing? What's the wildest token of trust you've ever received, if you've received it? What's the wildest looking?
You talking to me?
No, not you. I'm talking to the chat. This is the chat.
I'm just saying.
Have you gotten some tokens of trust?
I never. No.
Anyway,
I've had men hit on me or whatever.
No women have sent you anything.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about it. Women have sent you tokens of trust.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And so, what's the weirdest?
What's the weirdest?
And then what was the most appealing? That part, T-Cat.
What she say? No. I got you. I got you, T-Cat. I got you. Men definitely need to groom their private areas. Don't nobody want all that fur everywhere.
No. No.
Ain't supposed to be hair in nobody's food.
Yeah. What? What?
Oh my God, y'all are tripping, man.
Okay.
Oh my God, y'all
No
tripping.
hair, nobody's food. Okay. Most
Okay,
men like a bald kitty. I know
I
you
mean,
said you like a landing strip.
you know, the landing strip. As long as you're groomed and as long as you're clean. You know what I mean? You know, I can understand where men, some of you ladies are saying you don't want hair down there because hair draws in a lot of odor. Okay, um, it draws in a lot of odor. So you got to be very, very much groomed, gentlemen. Um, I know for me, there's a lot of things that you could get out there to. Now there's not just for women, but now they got a lot of products out there, man, to help
Mhm.
you guys, and help guys out, because it's nothing like having a man that you stink down there, you know what I'm saying? And you want your woman to hang out down there in your lower parts, and you're just, you're not, what I'm saying, you're not
Man,
sanitary. I'm just being honest, you know what I mean? And let's just talk about, okay, a lot of you, Mickey Fickies out there, man, you dudes, you might hate on me and look at my pictures or whatever and hate on me, right? Okay. But a lot of you dudes, whatever, you want your woman to be on your flagship, right? You want your woman to be on your pole and put their mouth on your pole, but you're not sanitary. Um, you are what you eat, you know that, right? You are what you eat. If the old adage with when the computers just came out, garbage in, garbage out. Okay. So you guys got to keep in mind, I'm talking to us men, you know what I'm saying? This is a very, this is educational. I want to listen. I want to, I'm being serious. Garbage in, garbage out. So if you eat garbage or whatever, your body is going to excrete garbage. Okay. So you want your woman to, downtown, and you guys are just, you're not taking care of yourself, then
you eating a whole bunch of McDonald's, Taco
a
Bell.
bunch of processed foods, a bunch of McDonald's, a bunch of garbage. You know what I'm saying? No fruits, no vegetables. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm like your.
I use native, Tamika. I use
Native
native.
native has all over body deodorant. Just for
Yep.
me, for men too.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that. I need to. I use.
Target.
Really? Okay.
Target.
I use. Shit, I can't think of the product. Y'all can pay me a check if I remember your name. You make me want to go to the.
He said, I live in Florida. That heat and humidity will have you feeling musty fresh. Yes. And
Same
that's
here.
the
Same
shower,
here.
walk into the car. Exactly.
Well, at least same here in Texas, man. It is ungodly down here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It is ungodly. Exactly, T-Cat Probiotics.
Yep. Probiotic.
Exactly. I
You
want
can
to.
eat
Never mind. I'm trying.
strawberries, melons. Those things definitely will shine through in your hygiene, ladies.
Absolutely. Pineapples,
Pineapple, strawberry.
apples,
Yes.
strawberries. You know what I mean?
Yes.
No lady has ever. Never mind.
He said, ain't at my age, ain't no telling no grown man to shave. If he don't know, then he's
I don't
not
know.
for me.
I can only imagine. Just Jay's a fool, boy. Yogurt. Yes, Lord.
That's what that. What she say, Denise? That's right, Denise. That's right. She know. See, Denise know.
She knows.
Apples and strawberries.
Yes.
Oh, they do the trick.
It does. Salute, Denise. Salute.
Salute to the chat.
That is, y'all guys are preaching.
Mm-hmm.
More men would listen to you guys, because a lot of men, you'd be amazed how men do not really, they don't listen to all that. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. She is just big. She's preaching like a mug. What's going on, Sippy? Salute to you, bro.
Send me the pack in the attic. How you doing? How you doing, love?
Salute. Hey man, this chat is lit today, man. Y'all that's lit, bro.
We just having fun.
But look, you guys have not answered my question. Just
answer.
I want my question answered.
Answer my brother, please.
Denise, Tamika. I already said T-Cat. I want to answer my question, damn it.
Okay, answer his question.
Does it really go down in DM? Do y'all want, when is it that, well, just Jay answered. I think she did answer. She's like, if she, I think just Jay said something earlier about if you're dating or whatever, I want to see, whatever. So I want to know.
That's right. There you go, DR. Absolutely.
Should be fresh, sweet, juicy, and clean. Y'all.
Amen.
Salute.
First say amen.
I want to know. Do y'all like, if you're, is it cool for a man to show it to you? You know what I'm saying? When is it cool for a man to show it to you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the question. When is it cool for a man to show it to you? And do you want to see it? Let me see it. Open, let me see it. I got my UGK on today. Let me see it.
I do it.
Open, if we're dating, for sure, T-Cat. If we're dating, you know what I mean? And knowing the lady that you are, I know you're gonna be up front. Nigga, let me see it.
Roly, like, let me see.
Let me see it. What's going on, Dale 78?
There she goes. Hey, Dale 78. Hey, you.
I want to hear
in the house.
I want to hear what you say about this subject.
By way of Texas.
Amen.
Amen.
If we're vibing and have chemistry, I want to see it.
Okay. In the DMs.
Yeah. Okay. Photo shoot with these. Pause. Photo shoot.
If we dig it.
Okay.
So y'all ain't afraid of, at some point, maybe y'all not vibing and it go bad, and this person has your strawberry and cherry picks, and they I gotta say it like that. I can't, this for YouTube. This for YouTube. Y'all ain't tripping if it go bad and this person got your strawberries and cherries in they phone now. And maybe some other things, some motions, I'm just gonna say it that way. Y'all deal with that.
So Denise says there's really not a good answer. I'm not going to request it, but won't turn it down either. So Denise, my question is, you won't turn down either. So So receiving them is it like trophies? Is it like pictures on a wall that you mount and you look at it every time? You know, is that what we're saying? We talk about DMs.
Okay.
I'm afraid because my strawberry and cherry looks good. Facebook groups. Hold on, what did you just say? E sis. He said Facebook groups.
Yep. He said
on the DM. Oh, I don't have a Facebook page.
I told you that was my first experience. Was on Facebook.
Right. I remember you saying that. Oh, we talking about DMs.
Yeah, we talking about the DMs.
All eyes. Yeah, I see them. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, I'm not afraid because my strawberry and cherry look good. Good. Okay, she put the T on it. It look good.
Look good. Moonless.
And
that speaks to character. Choose wisely. I totally agree. That's what we were saying. You know, you dudes, dudes and women, if you guys are doing that, man, I'll ask for it if I want to see it, but don't show it to me. Don't show it to me until then. I'll make fun of
you. She like, don't be sending me nothing unless I send for it.
Dale, I don't know if you just entered in. I was telling a story about my office manager, and that's exactly what they were doing. I can't understand nothing coming out.
Oh damn! Let me.
Oh Lord.
Next. I'm speaking of from a dating perspective. It depends on the comfort level of the other person.
Absolutely. That's what I was saying. When it comes, let me give you my perspective and my, I won't say beliefs, but my beliefs. If you're dating someone, if you're dating someone and you got feelings for someone, I'm just speaking for myself. I'm dating someone, and we got chemistry. If we've been doing that, and let me see. You should know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can I see you? You know what I'm talking about. Let me see it.
Okay.
I'm tripping myself out. Let me see it.
Never be ashamed of something you sent because you knew what you were doing when you sent it.
That's right.
That's not everybody though.
Right.
I respect that. I respect what you just said. But we talking about not. I would say that with adults, you should. You should never be ashamed of. My daddy always told me, never be ashamed of something. Can't look yourself in the mirror the next day, then you shouldn't have did it.
Exactly.
If you can't look yourself in the mirror the next day, then obviously you done did something wrong. So I do respect that. I do get that to me. But some of these folks, they don't be counting the cost. They just be sending it. And they be crying when you get exposed.
Don't cry when you get exposed, bro.
When you get exposed now.
Sippy. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Hey, Sippy, go and subscribe to my sis. Come subscribe to
my brother.
SBK. I be checking you out, Sippy. I be watching in the bushes.
Denise said, I'm not asking for any pics from the weirdos in my DMs. They send me pics and videos freely. They be sending videos too? They send videos too, Denise? Oh, stuff. What kind of videos? What they be doing?
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
What they be doing?
I want to know, pretty girl.
What they be doing?
What's your name, pretty girl? What's your name?
He did not go there. He said, if we are a date, you might get a video with the rap. Not the rap. Oh damn. Is you talking about what I think you talking about, the rap?
TK.
What you know what I mean? You talking about?
TK, you are officially a damn fool.
Yes.
But I knew this, TK. I knew this.
Oh my God.
If we dating this raps, I want to see it all.
So how? I don't know, do y'all ever get to the point of that sexting is not enough?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm speaking. That's a good question, but I want our chat to answer.
That it's not,
Look, man, look, sis.
this is, we talking about people who are potentially in different states doing this back and forth thing, potentially in different countries, but I'm focusing on right here in the U.S. We different states,
Right, but sis. Oh yeah, different. You talking about different states?
different states.
I think what it is, and
If you down the street, I'll be like, look, meet me at Woo Woo. Let me see what you work.
come here.
Come here. Let's have a drink. Let's see where it leads to. You know what I mean?
But I think what it is, whenever it's when you're distances away, I believe that it's more so of the fantasy thing comes into play. You know what I mean? It's more so of the imaginary, the imagination comes into play, the fantasy. You have to use your imagination. But I will say that in time that might get old because you want the real thing, in time. So, it just depends on what your mindset is. Trust me, I've been thinking about all this stuff leading into this show.
I'm just curious because when I was out there, there was no sending eggplants, cherries, and strawberries. You had to have mouth game.
Yeah, you have that mouth game, but I remember, in school time, I remember these ninjas used to just whip it out on girls. You know what I mean? And I remember,
it was in person.
It was in person, right.
Yeah. So therefore, I could laugh in your face if I wanted
to. Check this out. She said, I've only ever had guys send pics or videos without asking my status or anything. They don't know if I've got a man sitting next to me that might see. That's what we've been talking about. See, here's the thing, Dale, 78, and my thing is why is a man so? I guess that question hasn't been answered either, sis. Why does a man feel so confident to just go ahead and do it and not knowing what type of situation you got? You know what I'm saying? That's what's puzzling to me. You know what I mean? You got enough balls to just whip it out, and you don't even know this lady. You don't know if she's got a man or have a husband. You know what I mean? What is your mindset, bro? You know what I mean? That's my thing. That's my whole thing. That's my whole thing right there.
Right. It's like, do you care, or are you just sending it to get some type of response, whether it be negative or positive? What are you doing? What's the ulterior motive for the person that just sends it, randomly sends it? I can see you holding conversations.
Yeah, and I believe what comes into play, sis, is with men doing that. That's you got to be thrown off. You know what I mean? Enough is enough. At some point, let our private.
Yeah. Did it see?
I don't do all that sexy stuff. Let's just meet up and get things crack. Just get things crack-a-lacking.
Okay.
What's what's
okay? I'm from. I guess I'm from a different era. You know what I'm saying? You can't be sending me all that new way.
To me, I want the rubber to meet the road.
Right. Okay, time to fly out. Okay, you gotta fly out. Time to fly out.
Time to fly out.
Be flown out. Be flown out. Time to get flown out.
Test out that landing strip.
What if you get flew out? What if you get flew out? Y'all done seen what you're working with. It
Let me
look
see
nice.
working with.
Nice. And then y'all get there, and it ain't what you thought it was.
Enough with all that. Life is too short.
He said, listen, stop playing. What if it ain't what you thought it was? All that back and forth, back and forth. Y'all finally get together, and it's like, oh.
But here's the thing.
You know, flown. What you say? Flew them out, flown out.
Flew them out. Get flued out.
Out here. Oh.
T-Cat
All
said,
that back and forth. All that tension, and it's nothing.
T-Cat said, I was in a court proceeding and the defendant whipped it on the person who was interviewing him for a job. That was what the hell? What the hell?
I was in a court proceeding and the defendant whipped it out of
what
the person.
The hell, bro?
At court?
At court? What the hell? What the hell? Salute to you, Kevin B. Line. Salute, bro.
B. Line in the house. Salute to you. Hey, love. Hey, love. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, that's a good question. Why do they send it? It's like they think it's a compliment. I mean, I don't, if you've been on social media for any length of time, you're going to have women that's just going to tell the truth. I've been on, Instagram has stories. And then, of course, Instagram has the feed, the feed, the story feed. Right. I've seen women put dudes out there, man. You know what I mean? Covered, and I'm like, good for you. You know what I'm saying? If if a dude sends an unsolicited eggplant to you or whatever, put his ass out there. You know what I mean? My mindset is like, why? I mean, you got to be a special type of fool to just go ahead and do that. Now, I mean, if you ask for it, okay. You know what I mean? But ninjas don't know what type of situation you got going on, and they're just sitting up there just whip it good.
Right? That's a different type of headspace. That's a different type of headspace. I think they seeking validation. They figure, if I send it to enough, all these no's, I'm gonna get one yes. That's what I'm thinking. It's some type of validation. Somebody gonna say it look good. Somebody gonna say something that's gonna be appealing.
Sis, check this out.
What? I don't got time to talk unless I'm talking my shit in them sheets. Okay, see.
In between the sheets. Oh
no, I ain't got time for all this. All this back and forth with the, it hit different these days. I don't know if I would be a little, I guess if, I would adjust to the time frame because I'm like, is it really that? I don't get it. I don't get it.
But here's the thing. One of the things that you brought out, and I want to bring out to our audience tonight, is that nowadays, we have the age range. Mm-hmm. Like you were talking about. You would think that the age range would be in this day and age with social media and with internet. You would think that the age range of doing this is towards the younger people, but we see the younger people, the middle-aged people, and older people just, it's buck wild when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying?
Exhibition season.
So my question is, one of the questions I've had, and you guys can answer this in the chat while we're reading your responses. My thing is are you too old to be doing the sexting thing?
What age?
Or do you have the mindset of keep going until don't stop till you get enough? Come on. Don't stop till you get it.
I mean, yeah, with regards to I would like to know what age is it inappropriate? Can you be in your 70s age sitting your eggplant,
Hey
your
man,
strawberry, your cherry?
my sister said that she walked in on my grandparents one time.
I don't mind that. I feel you should be doing that until the day you leave this earth. Till the day you leave this earth. When you still capable of doing it, get it in. Some doctors will tell you. Matter of fact, my father had prostate cancer. And he even said, because of the backup, you need to be working it. Yes, you need to be working it. It's there for a reason. I know, we're supposed to be fruitful and multiply, but at a certain point, it's just you gotta keep that flowing. You gotta keep it going. So it's not just you don't just because you get old, you don't stop. You shouldn't be stopping.
Don't stop till you get it.
Okay, she said no wrinkles. She has said no wrinkle. She don't want no wrinkle eggplant in her DM. No wrinkle eggplant in the DM for T-Cat.
If that's your man or woman, it's never too. Absolutely.
Exactly. I want to be doing it until the Lord bring me home. Till the Lord bring me home, okay? Nobody sending no wrinkly raisins. No shriveled up peas. And that's the only danger.
Oh my God.
She don't want no wrinkled peas, no shriveled up raisins in the DMs. No bueno. No bueno. Ain't no stopping here. That's right. That's right. You gotta keep that going. No wrinkled peas.
Oh my. Tip me over in the kitchen at 60.
At 60, okay. There you go. Why you making his grits, eggs, and bacon?
Look here, man. If these actors can be acting at 60 and 70 years old and be agile, look here. You can say what you want about Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger and who's the other ones that's up there in age? Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel's up there. He's almost 70. He's in his 60s. Look, man, I want to be getting it on at that age as well. You know what I mean? I want to be.
It's a Christian mingle.
Look what Roy Lee said right here, sis. Hold on.
Huh?
Roy Lee, hold on. He said,
I get more action from the older women. Lord. Them cougars be on you, Roy. They be on you.
Lord have mercy.
You're like, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it.
Captain Kirk, can you save me?
Can you save me? Just Jay said, no wrinkly dink, no wrinkly dinklies, no wrinkly dinklies.
Y'all crazy as hell.
I walk around the house naked, hoping to trip on an eggplant. Me being 50 and learning it, okay? She said, I just want to trip on one. Oh, wait a minute.
The song for tonight is You've Got to Have an Ace in the Hole.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's the song for tonight, kids.
That's the song for tonight.
Freakier with age.
That's the song for the day. People get freakier with age. Less inhibitions. I'm looking forward to absolutely.
Absolutely.
It was a meme that I got. I put it on one of my I don't know if I put it on my Facebook or my IG, but it was two old people. There's a couple, and they was jumping in the lake. They just took a leap bucket naked. I was like, that's gonna be me and her. We gonna
It's gonna be me, you and hubby.
bucket naked.
You and hubby gonna be up in there.
Bucket naked. Yep. Just free.
It is. Hey,
Free. Yeah, I've been curved a few times once I slipped and said my mom's 52. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I'm just saying, that's just your mama. That's what they said. Oh, hell no. That's what they said. And it's like, uh-uh. You, no. You
but you
can't,
know,
you can't let them know that. You can't let them know that, Roy. You just done hurt their feelings. Now they're like, that's not that. You could be my sister. You could be my grandchild. Hold on now.
we're like,
Okay. You don't want to tell them that. You don't want to tell your mama 52.
Jimbo, you a damn fool, bro.
What Jimbo say? He said
I'm sorry.
room smelling like Big Gay. Okay. Hey, you gotta put the lube. That Big Gay keep you limber, keep the knees and the joints moving.
You should stay courting and flirting all the way into absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But ladies,
Ladies.
you got Dale 78, she answered. I think
Mm-hmm.
Denise answered as well.
Mm-hmm.
When is it appropriate to send tokens of trust? Okay. When I know when you're dating, okay, y'all said that, okay. That's what of course, that's understood. Okay. But let's just say, let me give you a scenario, all right? Jimbo, you know you getting them too old when you
Mothball.
y'all are stupid, man. Y'all stupid as hell, boy.
70s.
Y'all out of line, man.
Mothball.
Y'all out of line, bro.
Okay. Wow.
So
Wow.
let me give you ladies a scenario, okay? And you men, okay, if you got a nice looking woman, okay, ladies, if you see a nice looking man, eye candy, all right.
Eye candy.
They just gave you that. If they just showed you their strawberries, showed you their eggplants, showed you their Bucci.
The Bucci.
Um, are you okay with that? If they met your criteria, you know what I'm saying? If they met your criteria, right? If you got ladies, you've got a nice looking man. He's easy to the eyes. Okay, he's got all his teeth. He's got pretty smile. He's got a nice body. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, he just showed you what he's working with, right? Okay, men, if you got a lady that's got a nice body, nice strawberries. What was the other one?
Cherries.
Yeah, nice cherry, a nice cherry, nice strawberries, nice Bucci. You know what I'm saying, fellas? And all of a sudden, you don't really know her that well, but she's like, hey, y'all, you know her, but you don't know her, right? You know him, you don't know him. You don't really know him. All know him. And he just went ahead and showed you, and of course, he's got a nice body, blah, blah. She's got a nice body and everything. Would you feel offended or no? You know what I'm saying?
Would you feel offended or no? If both of y'all working with something that's desirable.
Working with something. If you're working with something, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna answer first, okay? I'm gonna answer first. Whenever I was, younger, single man, whatever. I just enjoyed looking at women. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
still enjoy the company of women more so. Of course, I mean, I have more women friends than I do male. I just do, you know what I mean? So I've always had that mindset of, I just enjoy a woman's company. It has nothing to do with sexual, you know what I mean? It's just I've had more women friends than men, but whenever I was younger, I just love to, look at women. The older you get, you have a little bit more tact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little bit more tact, and you get wiser, and you know how to control your emotions, and you know how to control your instincts, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So if he has a pretty dinger, it is on. You see that, Joe? I mean, E. Joe.
If he has a pretty eggplant, oh, okay. What constitutes pretty?
I was just gonna say
Well, you know
that.
you don't like that. You don't like
I was
that.
just gonna say that.
You don't like that. You don't like that. You
I'm,
don't like that. Wait,
yeah,
so what constitutes pretty?
I'm not gonna say I haven't sent a pic. It's rare. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
very good.
What did you say? Where is that, Denise?
I'm not gonna say I haven't sent a pic. It's rare. It has to be established. Absolutely. Yeah. So basically, you accept all pics. The hell no.
You're
I'm,
honest, I accept
I'm, a,
all
I'm
ladies.
older, much wiser, man.
Okay, but men,
Especially if I, if I'm in a relationship, man, it's a
men, if they look like pancakes, if the cherries look like pancakes, what you doing?
what's the cherries now? Cherries
Cherries,
are here.
cherries, not the strawberry, the cherries. The cherries look like pancakes. They done gone down south.
I want to read this, sis, and this is very. I all jokes aside, man. Moonless Lamb DR says, honestly, I'm looking at mindset first. If that's whack, I don't want to see nothing.
Okay.
Is probably the most ideal. I said that in so many words, but the older you get, the more you have this mindset right here. What she just said. You look at honestly, I'm looking for mindset first. If that's whack, I don't want to see nothing. Because here's the thing, man. How many guys you're out there, man? Roy Lee, my bro, Jimbo, whoever else, all the men. If you're steady ground, if you're out there, how many times have us men seen beautiful women and their attitude stinks galore? You know what I mean? So it's not about just looking at a nice boochie or nice chick. What's the cherries?
Cherries.
Nice cherries. If she's going to show you the strawberries, then it's not all about that. It's all about mindset. Can you make me laugh? You know what I mean? Can you, do you have a personality along with that body? Can we talk about anything? You know what I mean?
Do
That's
most men have that mindset though that you two are talking about? Because most men don't give a damn
they
about
know.
mindset. They just, if you gonna send it, I'm gonna look.
But
If you don't send it, and I'm gonna keep looking at it.
But sis, how many you know me from on here. I've
Mhm.
always said this statement here. I've always said that when you have that mindset like that you don't give a damn, I just want the looks, you are a shallow-minded person.
I agree.
You are shallow as hell.
But
And
to me, this whole interaction is shallow.
facts.
You feel me? The whole interaction is shallow because you leading with your body parts.
It is if you have, but if it's different if you have a relationship with someone. I believe if you have a relationship with someone, you have feelings towards someone, y'all know each other, and you're doing the sexting thing or whatever, But if you're just driven by what you see?
For me, it has to be more than, but again, I think I'm just in a different headspace.
You old school.
Exactly. Because I'm not gonna go back and forth with you in some DMs, sending videos, sending pics. I'm like Denise. I want to see what you're working with. I mean, once you show me what you're working with, I'm trying to get flown out or you flying out. You know me? If we vibing, if we're vibing, if we have that right headspace, and once you show me what you're working with via FaceTime or whatever, then it's time to get flown out. I ain't gonna be going back and forth.
Right.
I'm gonna be going back and forth.
But like I said, you guys feel what I'm talking about, and you guys are talking.
Did you say it's 1,000 times? 1,000 times for the pancakes? You don't mind the pancakes 1,000 times? What you talking about, steak grinding? I want to know. You don't mind the pancakes? Well, we talking about women sending pics. I'm not offended. I'm not offended. Then I accept those. I'll accept them. So you don't mind a woman sending you cherry pics? Women are just, we're also women look at each other too. So
you're at 44.84.
And I understand that. And women, what you got going on over?
Siri, you need to shut up.
You got Siri on, woman?
My Siri is always on, babe. Siri, talking too much.
I was like, ooh, wee.
That was Siri. Siri got to give it up. I feel that. Wait, I gotta go back up to T-Cat because T-Cat said something. God dang it, T-Cat.
What you talking about, T-Cat?
I had one guy, his eggplant was so pretty. I wanted to make a vibrator out of
it. What is the definition of pretty, man?
All right. That's what I said. What's the definition of pretty?
I just want to know.
A nice,
educated.
Like, nice Bucci look like, But what a nice one look like. I'm just kidding. He got that thing look like a sword or a weapon, child. Oh Lord. Damn. Yeah.
And I want to ask you ladies something. Since we're looking to go ahead, sis, go through the chat. You can have what I was reading what you was putting up. I feel that way. I've seen pretty Peter and wouldn't mind a mole.
What's pretty? Is it a size? Is it a shape? Is it a
girth?
Is it a girth? Girth? Not girth.
Girth. Right, SBK. Extremely shallow if a body is all. Exactly, Denise. Exactly.
I would agree. I want to take just the eggplant home. Wait, okay, what does this pretty eggplant look like, T-Cat? We need detail.
And we know you don't mind giving details.
Right. You very vivid with your imagination. So
yes, Lord, with your country ass.
Mindset should be established before we even get to the sexting stage.
Absolutely. We talk about that. I agree. That's exactly what we're talking about. So sexting is sending nasty pics. I think it's more of that. Okay, explain more, Moons.
Right.
Please elaborate. I want to know your mindset.
It's got to be the right vibe.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I don't want to see no.
I don't want to see no way. I mean, but women can acknowledge another woman's beauty. Women can acknowledge another woman's body parts looking.
I think it's more so acknowledgement of
You're like point. She working now. She got some, her body, she built. A woman just does that.
and men don't want to admit this or not, but men are motivated by how other men look too as well. You know what I'm saying? If you are striving to work on yourself, your body wise, and you see another man is like, man, that dude's doing it. You know what I'm saying? He motivates me. It's not like you're looking at his his body.
Right.
You are motivated by how he works hard at how he's maintaining his physique. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You gotta look at what they're doing to get to that, and you want to mimic what they're doing to get to that.
Right, exactly. Like I said, the mental, emotional, and physical has to be in alignment. But after a while, if we don't meet up, it gets old to keep saying. I agree.
Say that, Tamika. Yeah, that mess will get. Oh, that's why I don't see how people can be doing this for months. I'm like, the no, the vibe, the whole that energy. No, I don't see how you could do this for months on end. I don't mind women sending share. I don't mind. See, but some women, it is what it is.
Right.
A woman can admire another woman.
Right. You guys have a special that the creator has made you guys a certain way to where, DR is definitely more to say. Absolutely.
It's gotta be to me.
All the above.
Oh,
damn.
You say girth, veins, and the dude that is attached to. Hey, can we get an amen for that? Because you can have all the first three, the first two, but if it ain't got the right package, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say this. Yes, I'm shallow. Yes, I'm shallow. If it's not attached to, the right look, I don't care what you're working with. If I can't stomach you, I don't care what you're working with, sir.
Okay, elaborate, sis. Elaborate.
You have to look attractive to me. You cannot.
Quit being shallow. Come out and say it.
You cannot look. I have a look. Okay. And if you don't look that, if you not, your body ain't a certain fitness level. If you not, I love a chocolate man. I love a chocolate man. If you are, but chocolate, it don't have to. I've dated all. I've dated all spectrums, all ice cream flavors. Okay, that's just a preference. But you have to look good to me. You have to be attractive to me. If you don't look attractive, so if you're missing, we didn't talk about this. If you missing antithesis, if you not, hygiene, if if it ain't put together, if you scrawny, you don't have no physical stature to you. I don't care what you have down there. I'm not attracted. I can't do it. Maybe some women can. I don't know. Y'all can elaborate, but me, I'm just talking about E. I cannot. I don't care if you whipped it out and the sun went missing. If you don't look the part, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just saying. I don't care. You ain't no. We not doing nothing.
Okay, explain you two, Denise and sis. I like chocolate. I like a chocolate man. To me, you like a chocolate man. What is chocolate? What is it? What is it? Is it the blacker the better? You see, sweeter juice? Is that type of chocolate? It's got to be black. It's got to be Black Belt Jones black.
No, it's just a nice. How can I say? Who is chocolate that y'all can identify with? What is his name? Now I'm not talking about look. I'm talking about color.
Color, yeah.
What's his name from what was that? Stella Got a Groove Back?
Oh, that nigga Tate.
I said not the look. I said the color.
Tate. What's this Tate?
Tate.
Lorenz Tate. Not Lorenz Tate.
Tay
I
Diggs.
know who it is. Tay Diggs. Tay Diggs.
And then Morris Chestnut.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
That color. You know, those shades. Yes. But I've dated all shades. Okay. But if I have a preference, the preference is chocolate.
And I've seen your husband. He is he's a darker
Yeah.
shade brother. You know what I'm saying? So I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
And I like, I like the
like,
hair on the face. I love the hair on the face. I don't like it anywhere else. I like the hair on the face. I love a mountain man look. So that's just me.
What about you ladies out there? I'm sorry, a slender man can't handle me.
No. At all. At all. Amen to that.
Denise, I'm with you on that perspective. Absolutely.
Yes.
Tamika, go to bed. Steady grinding, you a fool.
He told you to go to bed, Tamika.
Moolis,
bed.
You gotta be able to pick me up. Okay.
Okay.
No one should be shamed for their preference. I'll respect you being honest with me over wasting. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Don't waste my time. Just tell me your preference. Absolutely.
Exactly. Now, if you find you look good, you look good. It don't matter, but I mean, it's one of them things. Like your complexion and
Like-
darker. Okay.
Like your come on.
Or my complexion.
I just watched that movie.
Okay. Every time I watch that movie now, I'm like, ugh. Lies. Every time I watch that movie.
I always prefer darker skinned men, and yes, beards are always a plus.
Yes. Beards are it's something about a beard, a man with a beard. It's distinguishing. It's you have a distinguished look. When you don't have it, I don't like men with bald faces. It's like they look like little kids.
So y'all are with the beard gang.
Beard gang.
Gang.
Okay.
Okay.
I got my
attempt to pick.
What can you bench press? What can you bench press? You bench pressing 180? Or you got 200? What you bench press?
Oh my God, y'all are crazy.
Smile for me. Yes, I like it. I like a pretty smile.
Moonless Lamb, you be amazed how many ninjas smile. Hold on. DR, Moonless Lamb, you be amazed how many of these ninjas don't want to smile.
Don't want to smile.
Smile for me. Won't you smile? Smile for me.
Smile for me.
Oh.
Okay.
Smile. Oh my God, y'all are crazy. Beards are good.
Beards are good cushion. Say that, Denise. Say that. Beard gang. Gang. That's right. Look, steady grinding. Look, steady grinding. We see you steady grinding. Gang. No, for sure.
Oh my God, y'all are tripping.
You said 245. I'm 200. So, you can only bench. Hey, that's deep right there. If you can push up 245 now. Hey, ladies. He got that 245. He can push that up. Once, twice.
To be like her too. To be like her. To be like her too. To be like her. To be like her too.
You pushing up 245 once or twice. That's just your limit. You can only get one. One. That's all you can do. Okay. Push your limit. How many times you pushing up that 245? Okay.
Moonless, you asking me how much I bench? The most I have ever benched was 495. 495. 495. 495. And I can still bench to this day over 400 pounds.
Okay, how many times can you push it up, brother?
400 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5? Probably about 5 or 6 times.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And back in my young, I used to do some crazy stuff. I got some stuff on my I can deadlift over 600, squat over 600, bench press close to 5, not quite 5, but 495. Yeah.
Oh, wait, Jimbo said, wait. 375.
Now see, and sis, Jimbo can bench that. He can bench that. I've seen him bench.
I see you.
Jimbo is not a scrawny man. Jimbo is very, very that dude there is a beast.
Well, I see his wrist. I see his wrist.
Yeah, that dude, he's not somebody you want to run up on. That's my bro.
He said definitely only 2 reps of 5 on a fresh day. That's what I'm talking about, Roy. He said I got it 2 reps, 2 or 5 on a fresh day. That's yeah, that's impressive. Put it up. To me, he said, damn. I'm telling you. I like a man that can, push it up. I like a man go, get over here. Yeah, get over here. Get over here.
Oh my God. But look here, man. I'm in the mindset. Look, take me as I am. I'm not a little dude. I'll never be a little dude.
Okay. Wait. I first saw brother. I was like, okay. You only saw pictures, right? And then I got on his IG. He shared with me his IG. It's the first time we meet him on the panels and stuff. So them pictures started coming through. I said, this Mickey Ficky is Black Hulk in the flesh. I was like, God, is this for real? I was like, is this for real? For real? He got, the little coming off the neck. What do you call that? The
traps?
Yes, the traps. And then he always showing the. I was like, this is for real. I was like, you are Black Hulk. For real. I cannot believe it. Because we never seen each other in person, but then we shared each other's IGs, and then I was like, TK, you making this man too goddamn scrawny. This is not the truth, okay? You need to stop making this man scrawny. That is not him. Hell no.
But
hell
no. Whenever when you and I first started, when we were tag team together on here.
SDR. Yes.
And what she said? Man
handle me, yes.
I was damn near 300 pounds. I was damn near 300 pounds. But you remember whenever I got sick, I had to do something different. You know what I mean? So I started cutting my portions down and stuff like that. And so I lost about 20 pounds on purpose just to dial in, just to be heart healthy and to be, And so now I'm I'm at a lean at a 6 foot frame, a lean 280.
Mm-hmm.
Lean 280. So T-Cat quit making me look like a crackhead, sweetheart.
Stop it. You can let it, you can make it like the Afro Cubano. I'll accept the Afro Cubano. That little scrawny mess you be working with, no. No, that ain't it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all are crazy.
Nah. What Roy say?
Definitely. What she said, I've never been a power lifter, been a hard gainer most of my life. I can bet I eat more than SBK, but I will never get past. I don't think you eat more than me, bro.
No.
You don't eat more than me, bro.
No.
Roy.
I've been on in chats with this brother. Okay, Roy? We do live chats when we talk. This brother, it be a bowl about this big in circumference, about this deep, okay? This deep with chicken and rice. And he just be eating. Okay? I'm like, dude, I can barely eat 2 tablespoons of that and I'm full. This man be coming with it.
Brunswick zesty. Just because you
Richard, don't mean you know how. Oh Lord, that ain't.
That's true. That's true. But these hands are lethal too. They're Brunswick zesty.
Okay.
These hands are lethal too.
But the bench press count. The bench press count. We ain't walking around fighting that day. We walking around being healthy every day now. Come on now.
Exactly, man. We ain't talking about all that fighting over here, man.
Okay, we talking about, men that's keeping themselves looking good. I don't expect my man to be running around here fighting all day, every day. Okay? I do expect him to look good all day, every day. Okay.
The way you totally transform your body through diet. Oh, I'll read it. That's excellent. The way you totally transform your body through diet and exercise, you're motivating. If I can motivate somebody, that'd be great. But I really had to do it for myself because, whenever I did, I was really bad off a few months ago. Sis could tell you, he was there. I admitted myself in the hospital, and but with us black people, whenever us black people, the main cause of our demise is heart disease.
Mm-hmm.
If you eat a lot of garbage, you know what I mean, and just like the old adage, I just said the statement just a few minutes ago: garbage in, garbage out, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what you put in your body, So I'm just trying to. Man, when you have kids, you have to understand, you're not living for yourself. You got to live for them. Exactly. So take care of them. So that's, I don't work out. I don't work out for myself. I work out for her.
Okay.
Absolute. I was just going to say that E is a damn gym rat. Her and her husband. Salute to her husband. Salute to her. It's very rare that you see couples that get it in the gym. I remember one time E and I were on a panel one time, and we were up to about 5 a.m. Okay, and then she messaged me saying, "This Mickey Ficky talking about her husband. This Mickey Ficky taking me to the gym right now." What I'm saying? So her and her husband, they get it in, and E eats right. It's not like E is not abusing her body with a lot of garbage. Okay, E takes care of herself. E is a health nut. She eats the right foods, right vegetables, the right fruits and vegetables to get for her. What y'all see and E right now, you know what I mean? Very beautiful woman, but she she's worked hard for what she's got. You know what I mean?
Almost 300 pounds, y'all.
She's, you know, y'all have not. Y'all have. I don't want to say too much because that's coming to a later show. But I have seen pictures of E back in the day. Okay, she has totally transformed her body for the good.
I finally showed it to him, y'all.
Yeah.
I finally showed it to him.
Yeah, so she not only motivates me on here, but in life in general, and take care of yourself and being the lady that she is, and being the you know, the wife that she is, mother she is, you know, and that y'all go subscribe to her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go subscribe to her.
Okay, and go subscribe to my brother. And yes, Roy, I have seen that hot dog eating. Was it Kabayashi? Kabayashi?
He's been 3 times his size with
little dude.
And dude is super scrawny. Yeah, I've seen that too, Roy Lee.
I don't know how they do that, but yes, I've seen that man, and it's incredible how he just pops them in his mouth, and it's like, oh, pause. Pause.
Pause.
It's a challenge daily to eat and do right with brain health. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is. What do you say, Denise? That goal is to be celebrated and commendable. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna have a live about it. I'm celebrating my 13 years surgiversary, so y'all be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be next month. So I'm gonna celebrate. T-Cat gonna come up here with me. Joe gonna come up here with me. We gonna celebrate and talk about the good and the bad and ugly on all of that. As far as weight loss surgery, going through that journey, just the whole gambit. So definitely be on the lookout for that one. But y'all have been, huh?
This guy say you can tell you're not a fighter. You don't even know me, bro.
That's a Troll Brunswick Zesty. That's cute. You're cute.
Yeah, I appreciate it though.
Okay, thanks for the view.
Thanks for the view, bro.
Thank you for the comments. Thanks for the view.
I don't even know me, man.
Who's that? Angelo? Salute, Angelo.
What's up, Angelo? Salute to you, bro.
Welcome to the chat.
Welcome to the chat, there, bro. Y'all hit the like button if you haven't. We having fun over here, man. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
We found out about these damn DMs.
We talking about DMs. We talking about these eggplants. These ninjas be sending in DMs. And we talk about cherries and strawberries and boochies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Okay. We got it all here.
Good to see you, Angelo. Salute to you, brother.
Oh my gosh. So I think we got an idea that, in a nutshell, if you're gonna get them, you need to look good. What? Is this my boy?
My Texas bro, this is special.
I've been in the bushes, driving and listening, E and SBK. We always appreciate you, love.
Hey, man, we always appreciate your Vince.
Yes. Absolutely.
My Texas brother from the cliff.
We got a whole lot of Texas. We got Florida in the house, Texas in the house, ATL in the house. Okay, steady grinding. Where are you from? Are you from Texas or are you from Atlanta? Where are you from?
Steady grinding. You from Cali? I thought where are you from, Steady grinding?
Steady grinding ain't from my neck of the woods, is he?
I think he's from Cali. As long as I've been knowing you, Steady grinding, where you from, bro?
Now he said ATL. There we go. That's what I thought.
You from the A? Okay.
Okay, we down south deep up in here, but I gotta represent the west.
Down south where I stay, switch for a lane. From the Antoine to the MLK. Oh my God. Deep down south. Yes.
It's all good. It's all good. We
I
love it.
appreciate it, Angelo.
We appreciate it, Angelo. Thank you for stopping through. We appreciate you, love. I'm clubbed up to both. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I've stated this before. You know, E is a better YouTuber than I have. She's been on YouTube for a long time. Yes, she been on YouTube for a long time. My channel is new. You know what I'm saying? So I'm an up and coming YouTuber. I'm trying to get started, trying to, learn my way around these things. So, you guys, I appreciate you guys coming out. We're having fun over here. You guys go sub up to my sis here. It's just ETV. Sub up to your boy SBK.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I will be, I'm going live more often.
Yes, we're trying to go live all the time.
So yeah, I'm trying to go live all the time. Oakland, California. Moonless.
Yeah.
From the Bay Area. From the Bay. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And my sis is stuck. You stuck, sis. Sis, you stuck.
I'm
okay,
stuck.
Now you unstuck.
Okay. Y'all didn't see me go.
Hey, you stuck and you was like this. You were stuck like this.
Oh dang. I mean,
Oh my
God. Myself with you. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate you guys. We love doing the show, and we love you guys even more for coming and participating. We always want the participation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's we can be up here just talking, and y'all chatting amongst yourselves in the chat, but we wanted to interact with y'all because this is the show. This is the show. Y'all are the show. We communicating with y'all. That's what we love.
We listen to you guys, man. We build off of you guys. You know what I'm saying? And so topics like this, trending topics, we listen to you guys. We're trying to keep an ear out there in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And so
absolutely.
Keep an ear to the streets because look, man, make love,
not war.
War. Make love. Make love.
Okay. Make
love. Hunchy.
Bang. Bang.
Okay. Oh my God.
We here to bring good vibes. We just want to, have fun. We want this place to be a space where, adults can come kick it, have fun, talk about anything and, just vibe.
Yes.
Have a good
love. Make love. Love and happiness. Love is.
Okay.
Love is. Makes you wanna.
Hooray. Cali over here. I was like, am I the only one from Cali representing? It's all good though. I ain't gonna, I can hold my own. But good to see somebody else from Cali up in here. Just popped in.
So now you're bringing up Pops now.
So now you bringing up Pop now.
You guys feel free to talk about what we just talked about, what y'all think about the eggplants, the cherries, the strawberries, the bunchies. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had a lot of strawberries, bunchies.
I got this one question.
Go ahead. Shoot.
All these strawberries, all these down in the DMs, all these bunchies, all these cherries, strawberries, and eggplants.
Right.
Would you ever seriously consider, or have you been in has any of that turned into a long-term relationship for any of y'all with
It's
all
possible.
this? Huh?
It's possible.
I'm talking about has it, because everybody in here has participated or received, been on the receiving end or sent, and or both. Has any of it turned into a long-term relationship?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
With me personally, no. It hasn't been a in times past. No, it's just been lust.
Just lust.
But I'm not saying that can't turn into that, because I'm saying in times past. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I think Tamika said it best. Whenever you are sexting each other, whenever you're doing these sorts of things, you want the real thing. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Oh yeah. Ain't nothing like.
Now,
So
Teddy said, "What do you call long term?"
I think long term is this being your girl, this being your man, and y'all are doing this for a long time. Y'all been doing this for a long. Y'all are in a relationship.
Yeah, 6 months to a year.
I
6
say,
months.
6 months or longer. You know what I mean? That's what I say.
Did it turn into anything, or was it just strictly? Can I say that? Can I say that? Strictly, stickly. Okay.
Okay,
Picky.
here's another.
Everything but that.
Here's another question I want for you guys.
Oh, she like, I'm waiting. What y'all got to say? What y'all got to say?
Here's a well, yeah, for me. Okay. I got you.
Okay.
Respect.
How long?
Respect.
How long? If you don't mind me asking, steady grinding.
Yeah. While you got strictly thick.
Strictly, thickly. I had to say something. I couldn't say I don't think I can say the other word.
Okay, sis and chat. Here's my other question. Here's to the women. Are you guys comfortable with? Okay, we talked about the men. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are women comfortable? Are our ladies in the chat? Are you guys comfortable with sending y'all's tokens of trust? If a man asks you to, okay, are you comfortable with it? You know what I mean? We got some beautiful ladies in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I've seen y'all's avatars. You guys are beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Dale 78, Moonless. We know what Moonless. You're beautiful, beautiful sister. Dale 78, Denise, Tamika, the lovely Tamika, Cat. Let me ask you guys, you ladies, are you guys comfortable with sending your man, or not just your man, but if a man asks you, are you guys comfortable?
Good question. Steady grinding said he was with like a year.
Like a year?
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, I respect that. Steady grinding.
I was looking to see, was it just, months, maybe 2 years. Excuse me, 2 months. What?
Sis, I got this whole bottle of whiskey, and
what is it down to?
More than half.
I heard bots. You working with it, huh? Is that the Jim Beam? The Jim Beam on. Oh, okay. You took it there.
I'm a country boy, man. I'm a country boy.
I won't send pics unless the vibe is right and I like it. I like him and I know he wants it. Otherwise, they don't get to see my goods. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
What is that? What is that old song that Sierra sang back in the day?
What?
I mean the
My
gift
goodies, my
jar.
goodies, my goodies, my goodies, my good, my good. Okay. Who's it?
So
DR say I
I
like
like
honesty.
honestly keep it real. Give me the option to say.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then
I would send a picture to someone who I didn't have an established relationship with a token. It would happen sometime down the road.
yep.
I got you, Denise.
Me.
Denise,
Go ahead.
Denise, I love your avatar, sweetheart.
Okay.
We had one last week, a new one last week. You got a new one this week.
She's
I got
switching.
you. I got you, Queen.
Last week was professional. It was a little bit more professional because she
Yeah,
had
she
the
had a
glasses on.
professional. Right. My Dales, I could happen. It could happen down the road.
Yep. Roy Lee said goodies. Yep. Goodies.
If the day in the jar.
My goodies. Those teasers on IG, but they gotta be happy with that. They don't get more. They don't exactly. Sometimes, well, for me, less is more.
Less is more. Absolutely. I would have to be in a steady texting and talking relationship and have a discernment about the man to send. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
And that's what to me she keeps saying it has to be a discernment. So
A
you have
discernment,
because
right?
it's some people that you really don't you think you know them on here and they saying all the right things, but they really it ain't right. You
Let
have
me
discernment.
tell you. Um, I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for all men. Okay, when it comes to the subject at hand, we're talking about being a man in general and being um, when it concerns the ladies. Um, being a gentleman, okay?
Mhm.
I'm from the South, you guys know I'm from Texas. I'm country. I'm the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? So, so I was,
Actually,
yeah, I'm country. So I was always taught, you being a gentleman comes first, okay? Being a gentleman comes first. All right. My mom always said, look, son, you don't talk to a lady like this. You treat a lady like this. My dad said the same thing. You know what I mean?
hmm
Because of that, I'm very uh I'm very cautious in the subject that we're talking about right now. I'm very cautious as to how I conduct myself because just like Tamika just said and Dale 78, I've said this before in beginning, you got to build a rapport with a lady. I'm speaking from a man's point of view. You got to build a rapport with a lady before you start doing these sorts of things. Because you know, me personally, I cringe whenever I hear men just automatically sending unsolicited.
unsolicited.
Yeah, man, it's just you're a weirdo. You know what I mean? If you just send that on GP, you're a weirdo. I'm saying it. You're a freaking weirdo. Um, and so, sending those types of things when it's not warranted or whatever means your mindset is warped. Okay. Especially if you do not know that person and all of a sudden you do that. Your mindset is warped.
Right.
Okay. So moving forward, it's real time. I'm old fashioned, man. I'm old fashioned. I believe the old fogies say courting, you know.
Important.
Courting. I believe in talking. I believe in getting to know the lady. The whole 9 yards, So what's wrong with all that? You know, nowadays it's
I don't get it.
you know, what's wrong with courting? What's wrong with being friends first before you hunchy? You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me that you can't, you can't have a personality and learn that personality before you hunchy? Hunchy is the whole, you
Why you
know,
send me the visual of the hunchy?
you know, hunchy. Yeah. I mean, you guys, your personality is like a freaking rock. Your personality can be like a freaking rock. You know what I mean? It doesn't move. It doesn't do anything. It has no emotion. And you're still thinking about hunchy?
Hunchy.
Look, sis. I'm just saying, man. I mean, it just seems like now in this day and age, you know, it's getting to the good part instead of just trying to know that person that you're talking to. You know, I can have a conversation with anyone and have fun, but it's like, yeah, that's my hunchy face. Look,
Okay.
you're gonna post that on a meme, boy. I was raised like that too, so it grinds my gears when I deny something being asked about a woman I talked to, only to find out they were the one doing the talking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Did he don't make fun of me being country?
He is so. He got the cowboy boots and everything, y'all.
I wear cowboy boots, y'all.
He got it all.
Since you letting the cat out of the bag, girlie.
Cowboy boots and oh,
You ain't right. You ain't right. He says, I hear you, it's definitely a weirdo mindset getting a pick from it. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Okay.
Crack up every time. Yeah, man. Hey, we were courting. We were courting.
That's what you did. You court.
Yeah, Dale 78. That was my hunchy face. Hey, you guys are looking. You guys are looking at my hunchy face.
That's his hunchy face.
Yeah, my hunchy face. We need that face. You have to get to know a person. You have to become friends before. Man, for real, that's off top.
It don't seem like that's the case no more, though. You know,
not no more. Exactly. Nowadays, it's just hunchy.
It's hunchy. That's all you get. That's all you get.
Oh my god.
That's all you get. And then you be like, it ain't nothing else. Ain't no conversation. Nothing.
Ain't no nothing. Ain't no conversation. Look, get straight to the good part.
I can't do it.
Can't do it.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Can't do it. Sis, did you want to play some commercials, or?
Yeah, I was just gonna get to that.
I could keep our people entertained. So guys, don't be shy in the chat, man. Y'all keep it coming. Let's see here. Yep, exactly. Everyone love language is different. That's why slow and steady is okay. Absolutely. I am definitely for the love language of communication. Okay. E and I had we had a live a few months ago about love languages.
Yep.
I think we should elaborate on love languages one of these chats, just elaborate. I think we touched on relationships, but we kind of like touched on love languages. But E and I had a live about kind of touched on about different love languages, right?
Yeah, it's a book, actually.
What you say there, sis?
It was a book that
Yeah, there's a book. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a book on that.
languages.
Right.
And they are affirmations.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Affirmations, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Those are the 5 love languages.
And I remember, I forget the live that we did, but he spoke about these love languages. And we kind of went over those briefly, but we had a whole show about different, about, it was on Valentine's Day. That's right. On Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And you kind of went into the love languages and stuff like that. And those things right there, she just went over. It's very much true because what you just said, Moonless, every love language is different. That's why slow and steady is okay.
Yep.
Once you get to know a person and you get to understand the different love languages, I mean, it just opens up different things. And I think, communication is the key with everything. You know what I mean? If the communication is off, you're not going to get anywhere. You know what I mean? So I truly believe, and those were epic lives with me and UE back in the day when we were talking about love and stuff like that. It was the early stages of us.
Early stages.
And they were epic lives. And so, we'll probably get into those different subjects again, you know what I mean? But those love languages, love languages of touch, communication, getting to know that one, these are things that we're talking about right now that people don't even,
I believe if you would, after the tokens of trust and after you gotta get into the love language.
Yeah, man, you got a big old dinger, but what else do you have to offer? You know what I mean? I hate to tell you guys, we can have big dingers, but that's not going to last long. You know what I mean?
Bust it out all the goddamn time all day.
Yeah, man, the ladies are not going to take our big dingers all the time and just sit there and just, oh, you got a big dinger, so I'm going to stay with you because you got a big dinger. They're not going to just take us just because you got a big dinger, guys. We got to bring them to the table. You know what I mean?
We need to talk about this. I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, but Tamika, we gonna talk about that because Jimbo just said what his love language, and I feel what Tamika just said is important.
Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. Oh yeah.
Do this quick commercial break for y'all.
All right.
One more. Okay, we back, and she probably sleep.
Man,
But shout out to T Cat, aka Ro.
Rosita Taylor, T-Cat, you in there catching Z's, woman.
Z's, we gotta start putting the commercials out before she go to sleep.
For real, slobbering all over your pillow, woman. You slobbering all over your pillow, woman.
Yeah, for real, for real. For real, for real. But that is compliments. It is compliments of T Cat. T Cat is the vision, the art person. She gives our visions life. So we definitely appreciate her. And
Big
if
things.
you hit the replay, we love you. Thank you for all that you do for us. You know, the art is incredible. And when I feel lazy and I don't want to show myself, them avatars come through in the clinch for sure. For
Man, they
sure.
come in the clinch for real, though.
For sure. You know, when I don't want to, you know, you're gonna see that avatar. Compliments of T Cat. We much respect.
I just want to say to her, if she's probably asleep. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate her taking the time to invest in us and do business with us and make our show the way it is. T-Cat, one love to you, sweetheart. Love you. Keep doing your thing.
Keep crying.
We're gonna bring the heat, and you just keep on bringing the good artwork, and we're gonna rep it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rep it.
Absolutely, absolutely. We appreciate you. Thank you, Kev, our attorney in the building.
Salute Kevin, our attorney. Salute.
He always shows love, always shows up. First one in the chat, first one to support.
Absolutely.
Definitely appreciate you for always showing your support to us. Definitely.
And Kevin, you were our attorney first. You were E's attorney first.
My representation. Don't forget that.
Then SBK.
Okay.
Salute to you, Kevin. One love to you, bro. Salute
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. What they say? Oh, T-Cat. Yep.
She is.
She made the announcement. So she did make the announcement.
We made the announcement a few days ago, and so she came out, and yeah, I appreciate the love of the chat. It's just ETSBK. Yeah, I did a great job. Don't get too crazy. I'm out. All right, bro.
Okay.
We always gotta get crazy. You know what I mean?
Always. You know, the tequila kicked in. You see, I just stuck it a little bit. The tequila. So it is.
The tequila kicked in.
Yes.
All right. Quality time acts.
No, that's your love language. Quality time and acts of service. That's what's up. And I think Jimbo said, what was his? Wait. Words of affirmation. Quality time and words of affirmation. That's mine. I am quality time and words of affirmation.
I like the other message that Jimbo put out. The one before that one. I don't know if you're to it.
Or
he was saying that when you mature, your love languages they evolve. Basically.
Yeah.
And that's very much true. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you communicate with your partner and the more that you know your partner, your loved one, then your love language changes as you mature. And exactly. I truly believe that, bro. And thank you for bringing that to our attention because I'm at an age now to where it's if I'm talking to a lady, then I'm looking at substance. I'm looking at what you can bring to the table mentally, not financially. You know what I mean? Mentally. Communication is key. So And, you know, the older I get, the more I evolve as a man. That's what I look at.
Now, Tamika said this. She said, yeah, but some men don't want to open up. So how do you get to learning a man's love language if they're not willing to open up?
I have a answer to that. A man has to trust you to open up, number one. Number two, a man has to feel comfortable with you as far as you genuinely wanting to get to know him and genuinely wanting to care about how he feels. So a lot of times a man will not open up because he doesn't know if you're going to be sincere about what he's going through. And I'm speaking from a man from experience, you know what I mean? So Tamika, you brought out a really great point. A lot of us do not want to open up, but those are the two reasons. Those are two things, you know, that us men go through. I would love to open up to a woman, but if she really genuinely cares about me, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I feel about that.
So you saying it's not just any man, it's the man. And a man, yeah. And a man is only gonna open up if you are the one. And it doesn't, that's a whole nother conversation though. That yeah. Most I was how can I say this? Most women want men to open up to them, but men will only open up to the one that they deem is the one that they see themselves with, they can see a future with, they can see, you know, taking it to the next level. If you have not gotten to that point in their eyes, you will never get that from them because they don't see you as their partner. If I can say it that way.
I totally agree.
Doing that, if they're not opening up to you, I don't care if you got years with that man. If they're not opening up to you, it's because they don't see you in that way. They don't see you as that person that they can. You're not that safe space for them. I hope I said that.
Totally agree. I totally agree. You know, I'm just speaking for me. I can't speak for everybody else. But whenever I'm looking for a lady to be that one, if I'm looking for that woman to be that one, I want her to be that person that's going to be my safe space, my safe place, I should say. You know what I mean? I want to be the one to where I can talk to her about everything and be safe with her by telling her. You know what I mean? If I need encouragement, she's going to be the one that's going to encourage me. I'm going to be ready for battle. You know what I mean? If I need a quick slip, a quick kick in the rear end to get me going and to motivate me to be a better man, you know, that's what I need. You know what I mean? And a true lady that I'm looking for is going to do that at the right time. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I hope you guys understand what I'm saying out there. You know,
I think what Roy said is prevalent too. He said, I'll admit I've opened up to the wrong person before and it got used against me. I've been guarded ever since. And a lot of times that does happen to men. And unfortunately, it probably happened to you at a younger age with somebody that she was, really vibing with. She looked good. She was everything that you thought you wanted. And so you opened up. And now every other woman has to, deal with the consequence of what she did to you, which is unfortunate. But I get it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you trusted that person to listen to you and then they use that against you. That is very, very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. We get situations like that. It's bad.
But should you stay guarded? Would you recommend that he stays guarded?
I don't think that is entirely wrong to stay guarded. Let me explain why. Because you don't want to repeat the same actions.
Right.
You learn from that ordeal. Okay. So you want to choose to make the right decisions moving forward. But the thing with that is that you don't want to treat every relationship or every person that you come in contact with the same as though they're going to do the same to you in times past. You know what I mean? That's the only problem, with that. Because not every woman is the same. And not every man is the same. You know what I mean? That's not fair to put those things on them and they're really not that person. But I can understand about you being guarded, but at the same time, you gotta keep your guard. You know what I mean? At the same time, you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes.
Right.
Because not everybody is the same.
Right. Jimbo said, 100% agree. Sometimes I feel like folks don't allow themselves the necessary time to heal from their previous relationships or work on yourselves. Yep. Then take that hurt into new relationships. Exactly.
I agree, Jimbo. I agree, bro.
And so you getting hit with something that you had nothing to do with, and you may be the right person, but, unfortunately, you getting, someone else, what someone else did to that person, and they bring it into the new relationship.
They bring it into the new relationship, and that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? And it's unfair.
Denise said, I can't imagine that level of betrayal. Yeah. I mean, I feel we've all gone through it. I mean, I've gone through it. You miss out that way. I agree. I feel like everybody has gone through it at some point in their lives, but you can't. I don't encourage you to stay that way because you can miss out. And I also think just thinking about all this right now, I see how these eggplants and these cherries and these strawberries, they come about. I mean, it's easier, it's safer, right? I don't think it's safer, me showing my body to somebody, but like Denise said, no face, no case. So I guess it's, it's not personal. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I can kind of see it that way, where these little situations, these situationships that you guys get into in the DMs, it's not personal. Therefore, you can't really get hurt because it's not really personal. It's not really, you're not connected, if I can say it that way.
Moonless Lamb, she says, stop sabotaging your future because of your past. And that's exactly what I was, exactly, sweetheart. Exactly.
Yep.
You can't punish people or whatever because of what you've gone through in the past. You just can't do that. You just can't.
But it hurts to put yourself out there. So, I definitely get it.
I understand, Dale 78. I understand people being guarded from being burned. It's sad. I've been hurt many times, but I've had a hard time keeping a guard up. I don't want to miss out.
Exactly. I don't know if I would have met who I met if I would have kept my guard up. You know what I'm saying? It's a different. I feel you have to grow. You can't. A lot of these things happen when you are younger. For me, it happened when I was younger. I'm older. I'm in a different space. I'm in a different headspace. I was looking for a different individual. So I couldn't hold that against that person. So I think that's what made me, open up. And then, like Tamika kept saying in here, discernment.
Discernment.
You have to have that discernment and get to know people.
Selena.
Hey, love. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, sweetheart. How you doing?
Yeah, I think that discernment definitely it resonates. You gotta. I'm not saying do it for everyone, but have those conversations. They go a long way. Communication goes a long damn way.
It does. It does. I think people do not understand the importance of communication. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Being on the same page. If you're not on the same page, man, it's going to be rough for you. You know what I mean? It's going to be very, very, very rough. It's going to be very rough.
I take fail fast, fail often. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. It ain't nothing wrong with skirting. If it's not matching up, then no harm, no foul. Leave.
Right.
But I feel sorry for the ones that they keep trying to go back to the same old mess time and time again. You wake up, you've been 10 years with this person, and y'all ain't grew. You're still going through the same mess. Both of y'all don't trust one another, but you don't want to leave for whatever reason. I
Right.
fail fast, fail often to get to the right one. Fail
Right.
fast, fail often. Skirt.
And you folks that have been hurt out there, if you've been hurt, my simple response to that is you have to consider the source. Consider the source and move on. That's easier said than done, but you have to recognize your self-worth and just keep it moving. You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. It's easier said than done, but recognize your self-worth. You know what I mean? Guys, I've said this. We've been talking about eggplants and stuff in the DMs, but gentlemen, we can offer the big eggplant to them. Put it down, hunchy, hunchy, hunchy. You know what I mean? But it's gonna take more of our big old eggplants to uh to get by. You know what I mean?
You need more than just that. You
You
can't
just need more than that.
just like you need more than milk. You need meat. Sometimes, you need sustenance. You can't just live off milk.
You get sustenance. That's it. You know what I mean?
Off milk.
You got to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I'll never
my bad, sis. My bad. My bad.
He said, Denise definitely won't. I'll never say never. Good. Because some folks be like, they give up. I see a lot of young people giving up, and it's sad to me because I don't know. I feel dating back in the day was a little bit harder because we didn't have all the access.
Internet, man.
Yeah, it was a little bit harder. It was like you had to go off mouthpiece. You had to go off, communication. Then, you met somebody. You actually had to, talk in front of someone,
Correct.
talk on the phone, get to know someone, take them out, do things with them. Now everything is so digital. It's like, and when you do finally meet, it's like y'all ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to say. Y'all just sitting there looking, and then you eventually start looking at your damn phone. I'm like, what? It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, we
But
talk.
oh, a minute.
Can we?
Okay. I just, I wish, I don't know. It's different. It hits different now.
It hits different, sis. It really does, man. When you had to write the number.
You had to write a number down. Okay.
Yeah.
That part steady grinding.
You got a piece of paper. You got a piece of paper. You got a piece of paper.
Okay. You gotta go, bro. You got a piece of paper. You got a piece of paper. You go to the gas station. Hey, y'all got a piece of paper. Y'all got a pen. Come on. Let me use your pen. Let me use your paper.
That's when life was simple, man.
Man,
Man.
easy.
My bro said, Jimbo, consistent mental stimulation from both individuals, effective communication, active listening, and accountability.
Yeah, that part. That part. Absolutely.
No
She said,
phone to the dinner table.
yeah,
Hey, man, you better not take that phone out if you
we
with me.
do that when we go. We don't. We put our phones down. When we go out to eat, we put our phones down and we just, chit chat.
Put that phone up around me. You dig? Yeah.
Okay.
No. Now you feel.
What did Denise say? I'm
I'm
going
going
into the
to
bushes.
the bushes. I got to be up early in the morning and also.
Thank you. You know we love seeing you in here.
You already know.
We
Denise, you
always
already know what time it is, Queen. You
day
already know
one.
what time it is.
Day one. We respect it. Thank you so much.
You know what time it is. I think it's also important to be with someone you don't have to even speak and feel completely relaxed and calm and enjoy it. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You want to get to that point where, well, I'm not saying you want to, but it's fun to get to the point of when y'all can finish each other's sentences, or you know each other so well that things happen without even words. I give you an example. One time, me and hubby, we were coming home from work, did not talk or nothing. Both of us came back. We both wanted snacks, right? Both of us came back literally with the same stuff we had. I wanted Nutter Butters, these Nutter Butters,
Nutter butters.
Nutter
Sit.
Butter cookies,
Sit.
and
Nutter butters.
licorice, right? I swear for God, didn't say nothing, didn't tell him I wanted snacks, didn't say anything. He came home on this, he laid out Nutter Butters and licorice. I came home, I had Nutter Butters and licorice. Swear to God. It was so crazy that I had to take a picture of it and I put it on, I think I put it on Facebook or Instagram. It was just weird. We came home, we didn't talk, we had the same, we was vibing the same way.
That's all right there.
The same way. That's what you want. That's what you
Okay,
want.
I have a question to all of you guys out there, all the men. Okay. Moonless Lamb DR said her love language is touch. Okay. Okay. A lot of you, you guys out there, I'm sure that your love languages are going to be different. Okay. My question is, E, you went into it. You went into the physical aspect, okay? The physical aspect of what you see in a man, you know what I mean? Beard, the teeth, the smile, the physique, and all that. I want to know what you guys in the chat. I want to know what you guys in the chat, men and women. You know what I mean? Is your love language if your love language is what you see? If what you see, I want to know what you guys, what you want to see in someone that you are interested in or catches your eye. I want to what you guys.
What's your visual?
What your visual is, you know what I mean?
What's your visual? While we wait, brother.
Okay, be specific, sis.
What do you like in a potential mate? What floats your boat? What's eye catching to you?
I like a nice smile.
Okay.
I like someone. Okay, you can listen to someone without listening, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You can listen to someone and not listen. You listen with the eyes, okay? Listening with the eyes is important, okay? Not you can listen to someone while you're doing stuff. I like a lady that listens with their eyes and looks at me while I'm speaking, and like every word that I'm saying, it's like she's drooling.
So you like a woman that hangs on your every word. Is that what you're saying?
My every word, and she's drooling.
And she's
This one,
drooling.
yeah, this man is. I'm listening to him, but he is.
Drooling.
You're asking.
At your every word.
She's listening to me, and I promise, if I get that to me, I'm going to reciprocate that. You know what I mean?
What do you mean when you get fat?
If no, I'm saying if I get that,
That okay. I
get that,
fat.
get that. No,
Okay. Okay.
if I get that same thing,
You're gonna reciprocate.
that's an attraction to me. Also, physicality thing, it's all about here. You know what I mean? If you can stimulate my mind, and when you talk, I listen to every word that you say, and it's your personality and everything clicks, then everything else is going to come into play. You know what I mean?
What about attributes, sir?
What you mean by attributes, sis?
You know what I mean by attributes.
No. Spell it out.
What you like? What you like? You like them short, tall, big, small, light, dark, long hair, short hair, big eyes. What you like? Big lip. What you like?
As long as you got meat on your bones and you got something these big old hands can grip. See these big old hands, y'all? I got calluses on these hands. I'm a hard working man. You see big old hands? If I can grip it.
That's what you want. You want to be able to grip it.
Sit.
All right.
Look, man, look, if you got some pumps in a bump, give me the girl with a pumps in a bump, I want the girl. So
does it matter shade?
No. Okay. Now, as long as you're charming, as long as you can carry on a conversation. Nah.
Okay. Short, tall. Can she be your height, or does she have to be a little itty bitty?
I've never really, I would prefer if someone is taller than me. I've never dated anyone taller than me. But if it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, but look, I will say this. When it comes to body type, I'm not, this is no body shame or anything like that, but I work hard in everything I do, whether it's working on YouTube, in the gym. I want someone to grind with me. Okay. I want someone to work hard with me. If I'm going to the gym, I want you to go just like what you got, just like what you got. You and the hubby, y'all go to the gym together. You know what I'm saying? When y'all can. Yeah. I want that. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for perfection because I'm not perfect at all. You know what I mean? I got a lot to work on. But if someone is by my side and we're locking step, I could work with that.
Okay. Now, Roy Lee said, nice smile, understanding, and a great attitude.
Absolutely. I'm with that.
What about looks? What if she fugly, as my sis Joe would say? Is she fugly, but she got a nice smile, understanding, attitude? Are we in or are we out?
Roy Lee, all you need to know is what was that? No. All I want to know, I forget the song, is understand.
I know which one you're talking about.
Oh my God.
What is that song? I cannot remember. I
But
know.
remember all the words. What I need from you
Yep,
is
yep.
understanding.
Who sang that? SUV? Yep,
Yep,
SUV. Yep.
yep, yep.
Is that all you need? Is that all
All
you
I
need?
need from you is understand. Yep.
Yep. Steady grind is it. There you go. Yep.
Just Jay. I just
Escape. Was it escape? Oh, understand. It was escape.
it was escape. My bad, Jimbo. I know you would know.
Okay.
Charge it to my head, not my heart.
Not my heart. Okay. Okay. Roy, I'm waiting. Nice smile, understanding, and great attitude, but fugly. We still rocking? Yay, nay, we still rocking? Is that
Uh,
all you need?
I'm not just that chick. I'm not just that chick that always on their phone taking pics, posting stuff every 5 minutes. That jump be annoying even when I'm with my homegirls. So I can imagine how you guys. I thank you, Just Jay. Just Jay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank, absolutely. Yes, Lord.
How fugly we talking? Let's see. On a scale of fugliness of 1 to 10, 1 being lightly fugly, 10 being heavily fugly, let's go with a Kevin Samuels of 7, average at best 7, number 7. What say you, sir? What say you? What DR say?
I like a warrior, strong mindset, funny, turn me on just by looking at him. Somebody I can go to war.
Go to war with.
Be the
Lord,
soldier.
that's right.
No, I did not say that. Just Jay. That was E, and I was like, I think so. It was SW. That was E, Just Jay. But you're
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, that was me. That was me. What'd you say? Just Jay. I can stand that. Posting pics.
Off my meal being subliminal child.
Roy, why you dancing around a question? Give me my number. Get what I want to know. We
I
got
want to
average
know.
at best 7. Average at best 7 fugly on the fugly meter.
But you know what, man? Every man, and I can attest to this. Every man,
He said, well,
well, I'd take a great 7 over a flawed damaged 10.
all right, all right, all right now. He said,
Here's my
damaged.
damage. He said a damaged 10. But here's my thing. I done seen a lot of men that are very, they're busted and disgusted with some very beautiful women. I'm talking about some dudes that look like you could get at a mission somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Um, but
Admission.
I always wonder how the hell did they get this dime piece? You know what I'm saying? So there's always, you
Do
know,
they got cash?
I was just gonna say that. Is it the cash over ass? Like the cash? Salute Common Sense TV. What's up, bro? Salute to you, brother.
Hey, love, how you been?
Salute.
Miss seeing you.
Yes,
Good to
sir.
see you here.
Yes, sir.
He said, I say it's Rick Ross. If they Rick Ross in it, women take a Rick Ross all the time.
Man, I'm not a star. I'm not a star.
Women, there's certain superficial women, they love the Rick Rosses, the Cadillac Blacks. That's another fugly. That's another fugly that I can call out. Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane.
You know what I mean? So, they got
Gucci Mane.
cash. And what's his name? Lil Wayne. Gosh. You ain't walking Birdman. You ain't just choosing these Mickey Pickies.
Ooh, man. Oh my
You
God.
ain't just choosing these Mickey Pickies. Wait, that's what, there we go, right there. Security, stability in the bag, homie.
Facts. Facts, Jimbo, bro. Salute. Salute. Salute.
Okay.
Facts. But speaking of eggplants and cherries,
You went back to the eggplant. An eggplant.
look, ladies, you asked me, sis, what the visual.
The visual.
It ain't nothing wrong with a lady having some meat on her bones.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have some pumps in the bump. Pumps in a bump. Pumps in a bump. Give me the girls with a pumps in a bump. So, ladies, if you have a little extra,
on here one night.
What you say?
We're gonna have karaoke night on here one night.
Absolutely, we got to. If you have a little bit of if you got a little bit of meat back there on your hind parts,
A little meat on the bone.
bring it on. That's it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? As as DMX would say, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Rough Riders fly.
Roy said, just Jay all the time. Most of them IG models will never post the sugar daddies funding them lifestyle. Okay. Never.
Facts.
Never.
Facts.
It is.
9 times out of 10.
She said, "Oh, Harry Henry." I wouldn't post old Harry Henry either. Okay. What's her name, dude? What was her name? The one I brought her up last week. Didn't I ring her last? Nicole. What was her name? Big busted blonde. She wanted to be American.
I remember you talking.
Nicole. Anna
Nicole Smith.
She posted her old Harry Henry.
That dude was in the grave, bro.
Sitting in his lap like, look. This is my baby. Yep, Anna Nicole.
Yeah, that guy was in the go. That guy was in the grave, bro.
Man, he had his hip was in the grave. He was so far in there.
Yeah.
She was in his lap, happy, like this my baby, this my boo.
Salute.
This is my boo thing.
But ladies, my thing is, if you keep a guy, stimulated mentally, that's the most important thing.
Yep, I showed this. I showed it on, was it our last? No, it was the live before this, where Aoki Simmons, Russell Simmons' baby, the baby girl, yes, she got her a 70-something-year-old man.
Yeah, you posted that last week. Was it last week?
I think, was it last week or was it the week before last? I posted it
last week.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, she got her a sugar daddy, and I was asking the question: is she following her mother's footsteps? Because, like we all know, Kimora Lee Simmons got with Russell Simmons when she was 15, 14, by her own admission, and he was what, 50 at the time? Things like 40, late 40s, 50s. So I mean, she following her mama's footsteps, and he cut him off.
Facts. Captivating the mind, everything else will follow. Facts. Free your mind, the rest will follow.
Now we talking about sensible women. We ain't talking about money hungry women. We're talking about, every sensible women. Y'all made me Google him, and damn, he must have had a good life and shit. You ain't looked him up.
You looked him up, Roy Lee? What lied to you, bro?
He was one hip in, one hip out the grave. That's how much he was in there.
Roy Lee, if you looked it up, bro, that dude, if I'm not mistaken, they're still in litigation right now. If I'm not here recently, I read something not too long ago that Anna Nicole's family and that guy's family are still in litigation to this day, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that was contingent. He was like, what? I want to say 90?
Yes, or something like that, man. And the dude was here in Texas. That dude is well known. You know what I mean? She met that guy here in Texas. So he was a billion, if I'm not mistaken, billionaire oil tycoon. You know what I mean? Met her in the strip.
Okay, met her in the strip club. I'm in love with a stripper.
She rolling, she hopping.
And he was like, I think he signed over some stuff to her, and they're like, he wasn't in his right mind. You know what I'm saying? At that later date, he wasn't in his right mind. So that's what I think they're contesting. Because he signed over some stuff. He's like, look, just show me them them cherries. I'll give you whatever you want.
You can have whatever you like. Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, it would be like that. I guess she was down in his DM with the cherries and the strawberries. It is what it is.
Man, I've had fun tonight, man. You guys, man, this is live, bro.
Okay.
Man, y'all are great, man. I'm telling you, you guys are great.
We're gonna wrap this up, but I want to do something real quick. Give me a number. I got a number in my head between 1 and 50. You guys send me a number put in the chat, between 1 and 50.
Common sense, you're a fool, bro.
As long as it's enough to drink.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh, nothing wrong.
Between 1 and 50. Anyone else?
1 and 50.
Okay, 44, 43, 45, 25.
You can have whatever you like. Yeah. Lord, you are the baddest.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Between 1 and 50. Okay. Jimbo, what's your cash app? Jimbo got it.
Jimbo.
Jimbo got it.
Hey, yeah, I've been knowing this. Yeah, this is a good dude, man. If anybody deserves it, he deserves it.
Put your cash app in the chat.
Put cash app in the chat. Salute.
And I will send you. You guys have been wonderful. It has been a wonderful night. Okay, what we got? Is that Jim? Okay, Jim 1 MBO 81. Okay.
I'm gonna send you something too, Jimbo.
Thank you guys so much for rocking with us tonight. It has been so much fun. I have enjoyed royally. Oh, of course, of course. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us and rocking with us and vibing with us. It has been, what was it? Move out the way, Erica. Gotta put this up. Okay. Let me make sure this is you.
There's some.
Okay.
Oh, I did that wrong. It's Jimbo 1.
Yeah.
You got whatever you like. Yeah. Shorty, you're the baddest.
There you go.
Is that James?
Yep.
I got you.
Thank you guys. Thank you. We appreciate it. We're gonna come again with another topic next week.
Salute.
Thank you. We appreciate you guys. All the love and support. All our day ones and the new people. We love everybody in the building. Everybody in the building.
I want to salute Jimbo, Roy Lee, Steady Grinding, Common Sense TV, Dale 78, Tamika McCullough.
Wait, can I do this?
Selena, DR Moonless Lamb, Common Sense TV. I think I said you already. Steady Grinding.
Our attorney Kevin.
Just Jay with your crazy ass.
Denise T-Cat.
Roy Lee. I think I said you already. All right.
Did you say Selena?
Selena, I said her. Moonless Lamb.
That's DR, right?
SDR. I think I said Jimbo already. Nico. Dale 78.
Angelo.
Salute to your brother.
Even that the troll. Salute to you, trolls. Vince the Sniper.
Tamika McCullough.
Vince the Sniper.
Vince.
We had everybody up in here.
Everybody was up in. All you ghost watchers, man.
I think we had he came in and dropped love. Jaco came in and dropped love.
Right. I think we got everybody.
Yeah, simple to pack. Simple to pack in
Sippy. Yeah. Salute to you. Salute T-Cat. Salute. Roll you up there catching Z's in your.
I know. She always catch Z's when we show her advertising. Well, we gotta show them earlier. We're gonna show them earlier. We're gonna show them earlier. Because obviously she can't stay past an hour. She gotta go to sleep. Okay, we love y'all. Much love. To the next show. Oh, the ultimate showgirl. Salute to you as well.
Oh yeah, ultimate showgirl. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you, love.
Common Sense TV. If I didn't say you already.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Let's see. What can we?
You got to play. And you know you saved it for last on purpose. So why are you playing?
What?
This is the best intro.
Oh my God, dude.
You say that. You saved
that. Play it tonight.
Huh?
I wasn't even gonna play it tonight.
You gonna play it? You gonna get involved.
I was not gonna play it tonight. You got
Look here. While she's looking for it, this is the best intro that T-Cat, the commission, T-Cat Commission Art Diva. This is the best intro I have ever seen thus far. You guys, I'm promoting her because she's the best. You guys go out. If you're a content creator or if you need some AI work done, if you need a video done, if you need some artwork done to your channel to boost your channel, please sub up to the Commission Art team.
Commission Vision Diva.
Commission, the T-Cat Commission
Vision Diva.
Vision Diva. You guys go sub up to her. She'll help you with your artwork. You guys, email her and she will. I promise you, you will not be disappointed
at all.
She's the best. So, but this, I cannot be a hater to my sis. It's just ETV. When this drop, if she found it, this video, it's just fire. It's fire, fire, fire. So, but yeah.
With this. And hashtag, there you go. Jimbo said hashtag, it goes down in the DM. Yes.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
I loved it, you guys. We loved it. Thank you so much.
Yes, Moonless Lamb, Super Beats. I take them on a daily basis.
Yes.
Right? I will get it. I take it on a daily basis. And I will go into further detail on that.
Okay. Well, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much. And we just gonna head up out of here with this last video. This last one, again, compliments of T-Cat. So
shout out T-Cat.
Shout out T-Cat. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. We are gone.